The road to the grand final began 9 months ago, featured events all over the world, and ends here today in London. We now have our final four, and whatever happens, we will have a new world champion, and they will be crowned at the iconic O2 Arena. This is the FIFA eWorld Cup Grand Final. Well, 20 million entered worldwide, and now we have our final four, but only one of those can be crowned a world champion. Spencer FC is alongside me in this amazing arena. Spencer, just look at it. What a setting for the final.
Unbelievable. I mean, it does get better every year. This is the best setting. This is the best players I think we've ever seen, the best tournament structure, the best prize money. Unbelievable.
How do you think they're going to be feeling like that now?
Very nervous, I'm sure. I mean, for me, it's all about their hunger levels right now. You know, how much do they want this trophy? Are they satisfied with getting to the Final Four, or will they not be satisfied unless they leave with this bad boy?
I know, look at it there. It's looking very beautiful. We'll begin looking into it a bit more detail a little bit later on about the trophy. But first of all, let's have a look at the journey that the players have been on to get here, because like we said earlier on, it's been 9 months in the making, perhaps longer for some of these guys. Talk us through these stages here. The Path to the Players was the first one, Spencer.
Yeah, there was a whole load of different tournaments they could qualify through. We had the Champions Cups, both spring and winter in Barcelona and Manchester. Lots of third-party events, the Club World Cup in Paris, of course, and loads of other things like the EMLS and the E-Bundesliga and all these different leagues that have been set up this year. And they eventually led to the Stage 2.
Yeah, and then Stage 2 was the Global Series playoffs, and that's where we got our final 32, really. It was the gateway into the eWorld Cup final.
Yeah, so that was in Amsterdam, and all those Stage 1 events all led to Stage 2, and that was the only way you could get here to London. We had 64 players on both consoles battling it out over a week in Amsterdam, and we were left with some unbelievable players.
We've had 2 days here so far. We've seen just about everything, emotions at every single level. It's been so entertaining. There's been pressure, there's been drama. Kurt's provided quite a lot of that just on his own. And now we're down to our final four. So this is how these guys did it. And they've been on, like we say, the amount of people that they've beaten has been quite incredible. The standard this year has been absolutely astronomical. And you can see the emotion in their faces. It means so much to each of them. Kurt and MS Desari battling out on the Xbox side, and Marcuso and Stefano Pina on the other. Look at the players they've beat, Spencer.
Yeah, I mean, the pathway to get here is definitely not easy. Everyone's been knocking out some top quality players. Look at Kurt, he's taken down the reigning champ, Gorilla. And Marcuso shocked a lot of people by going past the likes of Icevogel, but then Nicholas, who was most people's pre-tournament favourite from Argentina, looked unbeatable, apparently not.
They are fighting for the title of world champion, but there's also a lot of prize money up for grabs, a total pool of $400,000. And then look at that, the winner gets $250,000, which is 50 grand up from last year.
Yeah, life-changing amount of money. Just 2 years ago, we were both at the FIWC final in New York, where the winner got $20,000. So the increase is astronomical. Where will it be a few years from now? Who knows? If it keeps going like this, it's going to be amazing.
So the world title and also the money, but then this as well, this beautiful trophy here, which, like you say, the players have had their eyes on all week, haven't they? Let's have a little reminder of how it was made. Very dramatic, isn't it? Let's have a chat about our players. 4 semi-finalists now, and Kurt we're going to start with, perhaps the most vocal of all of the players. He always has been, and the criticism in the past has been that he hasn't been able to back it up, but you said earlier on that he has done that now.
Yeah, I mean, the big win was the win against Gorilla. And Gorilla, there was a little bit of a kind of bragging match between the two beforehand, but Gorilla said they'd played twice this year, Gorilla had won both times. That was all he needed to say. Well, the most important game between them, Kurt was the victor, which means he's here and Gorilla isn't. So I think, yeah, he's proven some doubters, including me. Yeah, I've given him some stick over the years for the stuff he said and not backed it up, but he's starting to do that. And for me, if he ends up winning this whole thing, none of us can doubt him anymore.
MS Desari stands in his way. He's had a great tournament. He's been very solid, hasn't he?
Yeah, and that is what he does. You know, he's one of the most solid players, particularly defensively. We've seen him throughout this year be very consistent. If he's not won an event, he's got very close to doing it. So for me, these guys could be, and this is no disrespect to the PlayStation side, but we could be looking at the champ coming out of this game based on how well they've been playing.
All right, let's have a look at the other side then, the PlayStation side. And Marcus, you mentioned he won the E-Club World Cup the year before last. He's signed for Man City this year, and he's really, it looks like he's been enjoying this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, could he be the first person in FIFA history to have both a E-Club World Cup Championship and a FEWC World Cup to his name? It's possible. What a performance that would be for Manchester City as well. Officially make them the leading club in esports and FIFA esports for sure.
All right, he's up against the Belgian Stefano Pina, who's relatively inexperienced at this level of competition.
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't have been most people's pick to get to this Final Four, but he's come out and he's performed very well on all days, and that's something to talk about. You know, some people have good days on one day and not so much the next, but he's been consistent throughout, and he should not be forgotten. He could still do this.
Brilliant. Okay, the stage is set and it looks absolutely beautiful. We are now ready for the semi-final stage, so let's meet our players.
Please welcome our first Xbox semi-finalist from Malta. He talks the talk, but can he walk the walk? It's Kurt! And his opponent, hailing all the way from Saudi Arabia, the FIFA 18 Manchester champion, MS Dasari!
Four semi-finalists from 4 different nations, and first up in the Xbox Divisional Final, it's Kurt from Malta and MS Dasari from Saudi Arabia. Let's hand you over to our commentary team to get started.
Thank you very much, Laura. And here we go then, day number 3 of the FIFA eWorld Cup. Some players would have dreamed to get this far, Richard, but if you are actually, you've got to pinch yourself a little bit.
Yeah, you have. We know how they got to the tournament. We've seen people filing into the O2 Arena, but now it's really time to get down to it, to get down to the action. Kurt versus MS Dasari, both finished top in their respective groups. They've been pretty solid throughout the competition. That big victory for Kurt coming against Gorilla yesterday, that was his big task for me. If he could get past Gorilla, it were a real strong candidate to go on and lift this trophy. Not only to beat Dasari, but to beat the PlayStation 4 winner as well. And to go on, he said no one else is good enough to touch that trophy, that beautiful trophy, as he said. Can he do it right now?
As you said, he beat Gorilla on his way here, goal machine as well just before that. But these are the 2 best Xbox players in the world we're talking about right now. A man from Malta, a player from the rest of the world region, Saudi Arabian. You know, such young people still, and they could be winning $250,000 if they go the extra 2 steps. But a 2-legged game's in front of them now. Aggregate scoreline, as we know, extra time if needed. And I just don't know how I can call this. The tournament in general, the players I thought would get to the final aren't there. And it just speaks how, you know, competitive this tournament actually is.
Yeah, Nicholas being the big shock for a lot of people. He was pretty much everyone's favourite coming into the tournament. You can see there, just finalising a couple of things on the stage as we get ready to get this game kicked off. Both players playing a 4-2-2. Quite interesting removal of the team. No Patrick Vieira for MS Dasari. He's using Paul Pogba in that position. The Festival of Football 94, Pogba, Messi and Henry as his 2 wide cams. And then, no surprise, who's leading the line? 2 Ronaldos, R9, 96, Team of the Year, CR7. On Kurt's side of things, 90 rated Ruud Gullit, not the prime. And surprisingly enough, no matter how many new overpowered centre-backs they bring out, prime Rio Ferdinand still in the team.
Of course, it's the debate between Maldini to occasionally go into that team as well, but if you have disjoints, this is the FIFA World Cup, this is the semi-final, and the last 2 Xbox players. Leg number 1. And it'll be the Saudi Arabian, MS Dasari, kicking from right to left here against Kurt from Malta.
And these 2 so evenly matched up. I think it's whoever can deal with the nerves the best. MS Dasari, he's got the winning experience on his side. I know Kurt won't like me saying that, but it's been a long time since he's won anything. Let's be frank.
He went to Manchester, didn't he? He got that massive result there, and it was just the start of his FIFA season, you could say. I think the difference here is we saw Kurt yesterday playing some great FIFA, scoring a lot of goals, scored over 35 goals. In fact, just in one day of this tournament. But you've had to go home, you've had to sleep on it, you've had to think about it again. If that was Kurt, he probably would have happily just played all his games yesterday.
Yeah, he was in fine form yesterday. Can you replicate the same form he showed yesterday, today? And it's a huge task against MS Asari.
Well, this is the first chance of the game. Messi now on that left foot. Just pulled out a save from David De Gea.
Quite interestingly enough as well, in Amsterdam at the playoffs, the tournament to get you to the grand finals, both of these players went out at the exact same stage. 10-4 and 6-4, their respective results at the quarter-final stage. So it's been a while. It was Manchester last time MS Asari won something.
Just see what he's trying to do there. Feeding out to Messi every single time. We know what that left foot can do. Seen it throughout the 3 days here at the O2 Arena, which is just incredible. The venue, we've got spectators in the building now, and they're going to witness the best FIFA player in the world on FIFA 18. Here comes Kurt, though, his first chance of the game. R9, yes he will! The first real chance for him. For the previous Inter Milan man that he's such a big fan of.
Yeah, quite interesting enough as well. You said the best FIFA player in the world will be crowned. He's the self-proclaimed best FIFA player in the world, is Kurt. Break of the deadlock, 96, R9 with that Hunter Chem style. Not sure he needs any more pace and shooting, but he's giving it in, and yeah, he's giving the enhancement anyway.
As we said, really the first goal, Richard, so early on as well. There's such a long time back, and the scorelines we've seen from Kurt in the past, things like a 9-7 against Goal Machine. You know, he does concede a lot. They're coming into this, I think they average about 3 goals each. They both score.
He's scored 59 goals in this tournament as Kurt. 59 goals across his games.
Well, this is MS Asari now. Left foot into Cristiano Ronaldo, and just simple as that. We're back all square again. And as I said, this is going to be a long one.
Yeah, we've got a serious game on his hands right now. MS Asari breaking right back against Kurt. The big thing for Kurt is not really being down in a game that often during this tournament. We've seen it in the past. I don't want to say a self-destruct button almost, but
when it's not going right for him, you'll know about it.
You see him lose heavy. 5-1 against Tex in Barcelona, 5-1 against Herosier in Manchester, 10-4 at the playoffs.
And as the guys were saying, you know, no one just rocks up to this final. A number of qualifiers and events heading up to it was what got you to this grand final as part of the best 32 in the world from 20 million players, Richard, that played for champions this year.
This is the best 2 on Xbox. The best 2 players in the world, representing their nations as well, Saudi Arabia and Malta, both. A big privilege for them to represent their respective countries.
Well, this is the Saudi Arabian MS Asari. Cristiano Ronaldo, they did score that equaliser. We'll try and just play it across, but didn't work out for him as he expected. But looking at, you know, the group stages, as we know, played 7 games. Kurt actually topped the group, and MS Asari topped the group as well. So the difference is Kurt scored 11 more goals.
I think the big thing as well on day 1, Kurt, his defending wasn't great.
He said he changed a few things in the press conference yesterday. Had to change a few things. Doesn't have a coach, so he's making these decisions himself.
Day 2, I think that was a big thing. We spoke to Gorilla before this semi-final game was actually taking place.
Well, here's MS Asari now. Cristiano again there, just sticking the hand to David De Gea, and you can see the run to the semi-final for Kurt. Round 1 to round 7 is the group stages, Richard.
And you see that quarter-final, what I was saying about Gorilla, he said his defending was impeccable. The way that they were pressing, 2-3 seconds, Gorilla were switching the play full-back to full-back and then couldn't actually pass inside, which a lot of players like to do, because Kurt was just straight over him.
72 goals scored before today, Richard. 72 goals. Will he try and find 73?
Wow. So look at those last 2 results as well, round 6 and 7 to top the group.
And then, of course, on the other side of it, MS Asari. He was in Group B. Of course, these guys were in different groups. Round 1 to round 7, some big results in there as well. He did lose to Gorilla, but then this man he's up against is beating Gorilla.
So if FIFA math is correct, Kurt should win this game.
As we know, so hard to call anyone that could go out and win this final. MS Asari, R9. Saw the idea there. I think Messi could have been offside.
Offside, yeah.
And if you are new to competitive FIFA, you're not too sure, this is FIFA Ultimate Team. And these guys would have turned up on Wednesday, would have built their teams before the tournament started on the unlocked foot account, sorry. Use pretty much anyone up to a certain date, and it's the best time to have the final because you can pick all the best players throughout the year.
Yeah, whether it's the team of the years that were released in January, the team of the seasons, or even the recent Festival of Football cards.
Oh, lovely threaded through ball down that far-hand side, R9 into CR7, and a little bit of poor defending there. I think Ramos was pushed off the ball. No foul given. Kurt will run away, and he'll make it 2-1.
He'll feel extremely hard done by there with Desari. Ronaldo just shrugging off Sergio Ramos like he wasn't even there, and then slotting past the goalkeeper. Really good time to score a goal just before half-time. At this stage as well, you know that it's a massive game for your career. It's more about controlling the nerves as well, remaining composed under the pressure, under the lights of the O2 Arena.
Well, if you win this game, Richard, you're guaranteed $50,000. If you go and lose that grand final, well, I don't think anyone will be thinking like that. They'll be winning the grand prize, $250,000. Let's just remember, just a few years ago, we were competing for $20,000. We've jumped up over 10 times the amount, Richard.
Remarkable in the last 24 months what FIFA's been able to achieve. Desari looking to peg one back.
And if he gets one just before half-time, this will be fantastic, he will. Fakes to go one way, goes the other. And Thierry Henry will make that 2-2. We thought the goal would really help Kurt jumping into that second half, could have given the 2-1 advantage.
Yeah, you see the defender there, it's Marcelo, Kurt controlling him. He thought he was going to come further back inside. So he dropped off a little bit too far, he gave him an inch of space, a tiny little mistake from Kurt on his defending with Marcelo there. Desari capitalised on it 100% and slots into the bottom left corner with a low driven shot from Thierry Henry.
And this is just speaking volumes of how competitive this tournament is. If you haven't seen it in the groups or the knockouts up to this date, you're seeing it right now. 4 goals scored in 45 minutes of FIFA time.
Yeah, look at Kurt there. He knows that he should be leading at half-time. 2 goals to 1.
And if you're wondering who that is behind MS Desari, it's his brother. He's got a number of family that's come along with him to this event.
Look at the stats at half-time. We're seeing it on our screen right now. 6 shots, 5 on target for Desari to 2 shots, 2 on target for Kurt. 61% possession for Desari.
This was the highlight, sorry, Richard, from that first half. Kurt went 1-0 up, then he did concede. Moments later, Cristiano Ronaldo actually did score this next goal here. It was Hullet into Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi again, lovely ball inside, outside the boot. That made it 1-1.
Kurt did bounce back quite. Fortunately, Ronaldo shrugging off Sergio Ramos. You'll see the highlight just in a couple of seconds. Get a little bit ahead of myself.
And then it was Kurt, as we thought, just before half-time. Maybe could have given himself advantage. Ramos here, I don't know what happened at all. Just maybe he shoved off the ball. Fairly, though, the referee said. And you can see Kurt saying, I'll take that one all day long.
And Desari, just on the stroke of half-time, did level the game back up through the prime icon, Thierry Henry. You see Kurt expected him to come at him a little bit, so he dropped off just a couple of inches. Desari made him pay.
And of course, if you didn't know, Kurt, free agent still to this date. Not really interested in any club, other than maybe Inter Milan if they somehow came into the esports movement. But that's half-time in this semi-final. And it's 2-2, all square. You can just see here, we're slowly filling up in the O2 Arena. This fantastic spectacle of what is going to be one of the biggest days so far in competitive FIFA.
Yeah, people still coming into the O2 Arena. You can still get down if you are in the London area as well. Come and witness the biggest FIFA tournament of all time as we get into the second half. One of these 2 players will be in that grand final, fighting for $250,000.
And let us know as well via Twitter, hashtag FIFA eWorld Cup. Who do you think will go the full way out, the remaining 4 players that are left in the competition? We want to hear from you. Kurt in that red strip, remember, has led twice in this game but conceded on both occasions, not to hold on to that lead. And if MS Desari can get the next goal, maybe he can try and build upon it.
Very patient play from Desari. I wouldn't be surprised as well if Desari does go 3-2 up to see a formation change. We know he likes the 4-3-3 second variation. 1 CDM, 2 centre mids. He also likes the 4-4-2 second variation with the 2 CDMs to try and see out a game.
Henry, and they did score that equaliser for him, just interchange now. We'll look to try and get back on the ball, Marcelo. And one thing we really noticed yesterday from Kurt, especially against Gorilla, we had a little chat with Gorilla earlier, he just said the way that Kurt was pressing that ball, every time he would lose it, like 3 seconds, you know, he said like Pep Guardiola-esque.
3 bodies round him.
Just chasing it down straight away. Hunting impacts to try and win back the ball.
Looking for that low jump pass inside was Kurt. Desari's not going to rush anything.
As we know, the next game, the PlayStation semi-final, Marcuso from Manchester City up against Stefano Pinna, recently just signed for PSV. And a very talented Belgian FIFA player that probably on paper you would maybe not expect to get this far, but he's one of the best 32 in the world, and I think that's helped him along the road.
Great save from De Gea there. A little bit of a snapshot.
Corner to come in now, front post, flick on if he can get there, yes he will. It doesn't matter how it goes, and in the end, but Cristiano Ronaldo, we know he's got the jump on him.
And a big shout from Ronaldo into the camera. One of Desari's more preferred formations. You see, I should say celebrations. He seems to do it pretty much all the time, running to that camera.
Just look, Ronaldo's just outjumped 2 players there, Vieira and Hullet, to win that.
You see how annoyed Kurt is. He knows that it's quite a fortunate goal. You just whip it into that front post, full power. If you've got someone like Ronaldo, someone like Sergio Ramos, tall player. I know you like Andy Carroll, stick him on that front post.
In the past, yeah. He could win a header or 2, but we always see it in the competitive structure, Richard. Ronaldo at that front post, as much as you try and mark it, you can still leap up, jump up above the rest. And in this occasion, put you in front by 3 goals to 2. But we've seen it happen. No one can hold on to a 1-goal lead. Or maybe Desari can. You can just see the change in play style now. Happy to keep the ball, happy to relax.
First time Desari's led in this match. Through that Ronaldo flick at the front post.
To be careful though, Walker's out of position massively there, and he's just noticed that. Hence why he's played back now. Henry might just fill in. No, Walker will drop back instead. Switches out to this far-hand side for Marcelo. Into R9 Ronaldo. He tried to find him again, didn't he?
You see there another example of Kurt's really aggressive defending though. He's very direct in the way he plays. Pulled Rio Ferdinand out of position, nicks the ball back, and then you're actually looking for that threaded through ball straight down for R9.
Well, you have to be winning it. If you're going to be aggressive like that, there are risks that will follow if you don't collect the ball. But you can just sense a change of play styles I just mentioned there. A pause has been made by Kurt. He can maybe sense it as well, that Desari's just trying to calm down a little bit. Doesn't need to attack as much, but 1 goal for me won't really see you through over 2 legs. A few panic passes from Kurt.
Yeah, I see that as well, and I'm not sure if he's not been used to losing, really, Brandon. This is quite an unusual territory for him.
Here we go, then into the subs. Richard, break it down for me. Kurt.
Yeah, that's what you're seeing here. Kurt still in that 4-2-2. He's got a couple of bronze players on the bench. It looks like he's bringing on
just Messi, that's what he wants.
Messi at right, attacking mid.
Now he's going to wait and see what MS Desari goes for. We can see that as well. He's just...
Desari bringing on 98 Neymar, 99 Suarez, 99 Hazard. So fresh legs and some pretty stacked players up top.
We've seen Suarez, the amount of damage he can cause in this tournament.
Unbelievable on that right foot. Just, if you give me any sort of space around the box, low driven finesse, even just normal shoot button, normal B or circle, whatever console you're on, he's pretty deadly.
Well, we're going to jump back into this one. Only substitution made by Kurt, and you can just see how the player's controlling. You've got to be pretty fast if you control a configuration.
Split second reaction.
Yeah, one slip, you're making a hole in the back of your line, and you could concede like that.
Some players like got the towel there. We saw Ajax Danny keep the grip nice and firm. So I imagine sweaty palms at this stage of the tournament.
Of course, you're playing for some massive amount of money, Richard.
I've said it before, life-changing amounts of money.
For the age of these players as well. To give you that ability now, the opportunity to live a dream, really. Playing competitive FIFA is a full-time job that we've seen so many more people do now. In it comes again, Luis Suarez this time. Great to say it, but every goal that goes in for MS Desari, it looks like he's getting closer to that grand final, but I'm not going to be writing off anyone in just yet.
Yeah, once again, that front post corner. MS Desari's got it down to a T. He knows exactly where to put it for his striker to get into that little pocket of space in between players. Luis Suarez winning the flick this time. 15 minutes left. Kurt is going to really push on now, try and bounce straight back from this kickoff.
But your concentration has to be so high, Richard. You saw there what he did. He brought a man short, then changed the kick taker, just to try and mess with Kurt a little bit, then played it into the front post. Didn't expect it at all.
But it's not only that as well, but you can only control one player at a time. The rest of the players in the box are CPU, AI controlled, you've got to think. So if you can bring a player short, that brings an AI player out, creates a little bit of space at the front post. These players have played so much FIFA, they know every intricacy to the game. You see it from free kicks all the time.
You do. And we've seen a few interesting set pieces as well, especially in the free kick capacity. That's really poor from Emis Desari. Just a simple 10-yard ball, and he could actually pay for this one. Just trying to build into an attack. He only brought on Messi, remember. Oh, lovely ball. Surely a goal if he can. Neymar there on the finesse. Get rid of it, Ramos. Away! Kurt Walker. How he stayed calm, cool and composed, I have no idea. And you just saw Mr. Desari's brother there just going, fair play, fair play.
Yeah, got quite fortunate there. Neymar probably should have finished that for Kurt. Went just slide it past him. Good save from David De Gea.
And he won't get a chance like that again, Richard, will he?
You can see Desari in the bottom left, spamming that team pressing. He's pushed these players high and he's just dove in.
It's Neymar, he's made it. Went outside the boot instead. Time for Messi. It's on that right foot. I know it's still 4-star, but...
At this stage of the game, Kurt's had a good couple of opportunities. Do we start to see, I wouldn't say a capitulation, but a mindset change?
Well, he needs to keep going, keep creating chances.
If he scores right now...
He's made 2 chances that on another day might have scored from him. Messi this time on the left foot, there we go. Finally. Third time of asking. The super sub, you could say. Messi on that left foot.
I think for Kurt, that had to go in. Not for the game itself, but for him personally. That goal had to go in to keep him going into that second leg, because if Desari had scored again, 5-2 going into the second leg, who knows what could have happened.
You could imagine if he hit the bar. Would have been thinking, okay, the luck's not with me this game. But it's just setting it up for a great second leg. This is still the first leg, remember, if you have just joined, wherever you're watching around the world. This is just the start of the day. We've still got a huge grand final to come later this afternoon.
Just comment on the finish, though. Messi opening up, great. Tucked into the top corner.
It seems the best way he's used, isn't it, Richard? Around the edge of the box. Of course, he's not the most, physical of players to push off maybe at centre half of a Ramos or a Maldini, so it's always that pocket of space around the 25-yard box. Then Mr. Desari will have other ideas, and we'll want that 2-0 lead. Added time, or just a few seconds left. One more chance if he can. Oh, that's superb FIFA. Well done, Paul Pogba.
Yeah, really, really well worked from Desari. You can see the dab coming out as well.
Playing in that area so quickly as well. Every pass had to be perfect. It was the last chance of the game. And now he's just set himself up for a 2-goal lead. Pogba
to Ronaldo, back to Pogba. Little one-touch passing around the box. Had to be instinctive from Desari, and that's exactly what it was. To reclaim that 2-goal cushion going into the second leg.
Well then, that is leg 1 concluded. You can see Kurt there, not happy at all. We know he had those 2 chances. Another day they go in. Could be looking at 5-5 really, on paper.
Yeah, definitely. Looking at the stats that we can see right now. 11 shots, 10 on target for Desari. Controlled possession as well. 62% possession.
Well, let's have a look at the second half highlights here. Cristiano Ronaldo with a cheeky little header, flicked on, post and in.
Yeah, you might be thinking, am I seeing the same goal again here, but on the different side? Symmetrical, you could say. Luis Suarez, on this occasion, he was getting the flick at the front post.
And then here he comes now. We mentioned about how he tried to trick him. Suarez there, that one made it 4-2.
Kurt got away back into the game, though. You see that's the reaction when he did concede. Good little bit of build-up play. Look for Lionel Messi there. Edge of the box.
That was the third time of asking. You have 3 chances. Messi obviously on that right foot. Just volleyed it over. Happy that one went in for him. A really important goal. And you thought, okay, that was maybe game over, but Emis Desari had other ideas.
Yeah, he did. Lovely little bit of play on the edge of the box. Suarez into Pogba. Ronaldo back to Pogba. Kurt diving in with Marcelo, but it was to no avail. And Desari, 5-3 lead now, going into the second leg.
So still everything to play for at the moment. Of course, he's got that 2-goal advantage going into the second leg, Richard, but Kurt started quite well, but he's always been good, Emis Desari. He's always been good at scoring goals and starting well.
Yeah, he's been fantastic, and that's the first leg finish. The PlayStation tie will be coming up very shortly, Marcuso up against Stefano Pina.
And of course, do not go anywhere. Still so much action to come. And this is the semi-finals on the Xbox.
Thank you very much, boys. In terms of that first leg, Spencer, as we were watching it, you were saying MS Desari isn't the kind of guy you want to go down to, just like the commentator said.
Yeah, he's very good defensively, so now he's going into this next leg with a 2-goal lead. That's really good for him. It's a shame for Kirk because he got it back to 4-3 so late in the game. It gave him a little bit more of an edge to get back into, but then conceding that 5th goal late is going to hurt him.
Yeah. There's a huge difference between them when you watch in terms of their body language. Kurt is so emotional and MS Desari barely shows any.
Yeah, they're basically at opposite ends of the kind of emotional extreme scale. When Kurt scores, you feel the electricity, you feel happy he is, but when he concedes, you can see the body language in him, and he's not happy with the way some of those goals went. But for me, he found himself a little bit lucky to be 2-1 up, because he got a bit of luck off the Sergio Ramos kind of deflection on the 2nd goal, and then it was just a case of Desari really dominating on the set pieces.
What's Kurt got to do now just to go back in? Because there's a second leg, he can turn it around. How will he do it?
Certainly, we've seen much bigger comebacks than this before, so don't count Kurt out. Getting those first few goals in the game, when he went 1-0 and then 2-1 up, was actually really good kind of game plan for Kurt in order to not let Desari get the lead. Unfortunately, he's not got that going into the second game now, so he needs to try and get some goals quickly, I'd say.
The other difference between them that is quite noticeable is the fact that Kurt doesn't have a coach, and earlier on in the week he said, I don't need one, what is a coach going to tell me? But they do calm me down sometimes, don't they?
Yeah, he did say that he'd allow someone of Jose Mourinho's level to stand next to him, but no one
He
else.
was busy.
But I mean, sometimes it can help. Sometimes it can help, particularly if you are kind of an emotional guy and you maybe in the spur of the moment might not think about the right strategy or the right play, substitution, etc. So maybe that's something he can add in the future. But for Kurt, for me, this is the biggest stage he's been on. This is the first time he's got to this stage before. And Mr. Desari's been in many times. So his experience coming through, Kurt needs to show that now in the second leg.
All right, let's do it then. Get into the second leg and hand you on to our commentary team.
Thank you very much, guys. And it was great that they just mentioned there about experience, because it does come down to experience at the end of the day, and you have to look back at Manchester earlier on in the year for MS Desari. He'll even openly admit didn't have really a good start to the year. First, the November qualifying months, wasn't really anywhere to be seen around that time. We saw him at ESWC, didn't we, in Paris? And we were like, oh, hello, MS Desari.
Yeah, you are very much back on the scene. 1 week before, Manchester finished 3rd at ESWC and then just kicked on from there. Manchester was the best player there, hands down at the playoffs then. He got through to the quarterfinals. He lost, I believe, 6-4 to Rafsu in Amsterdam. On the other side of it, Kurt lost 10-4 to Ajax Dani, and we've seen a change from Kurt in terms of formation. He switched into a 4-4-2 from the start of the game. Desari with the 4-4-2 second variation. So Desari's got two slightly more defensive midfielders in the positions. Kurt with the flat 4-4-2.
What do you think it is about MS Desari that just makes him so unpredictable? Because no one can come up against him on weekend league. Any time they can match is at an event.
It's his defending, I think. He's so good at just... He controls the pace of the game very well. He controls the tempo. You play his game, almost. And the times that we've seen him lose has been when somebody's taken the game to him. Rafsu against MS Desari, he was shooting from range. He was being just as unpredictable as MS Desari was.
You can just see how offensive he is when it comes to defending. Oh, that's a bit risky. Get rid of it, De Gea. 2 goals are needed by Kurt. He's playing in that red strip from left to right again. From Malta. He's still a free agent on paper in this competitive FIFA scene.
Yeah, still a free agent. I'm sure if he...
Sure, the offers will be flying in.
Yeah, he's got to this stage of the...
Or can he just push him off? Is that
Grand
cancellable,
finals.
people?
If he goes on to win the tournament, might not even need a team. He's got 250 grand in the bank.
You see there the press I've mentioned again. He has to come out. He has to try and win that ball back as soon as possible. There's a gap now, though, for Messi to try and push forward. But you mentioned 4-4-2 for both of these players, Richard.
You see at the beginning of the game, though, Desari is implementing his game style on Kurt again. Kurt is so direct in the way he plays. Look, Ronaldo is going to look for R9. You can see the run just there. I wouldn't be surprised to see a low German pass into R9.
And look, he's just losing the ball. Very, very simple. Very simple 5-yard pass. It's just not going well for him. And without being in the back of his mind, he knows he needs 2 goals. MS Desari could happily just keep the ball and relax. Maybe get one chance in the 70th minute, score again. Kurt needs to come out and attack.
Really good tracking from Patrick Vieira there.
But the key thing is do not panic. Try and stay cool.
I think the big thing for Kurt yesterday was his pressure. He was so high up the pitch. It was such a high-tempo game. And the luck was on his side as well. He was getting chances. He was scoring pretty much every single goal that he did. have a chance at goal with. There's a reason he scored 70+ goals throughout the tournament so far.
I think in total we're looking at about 75 now. Scored 72 goals yesterday.
But you can't score a goal if you don't have the ball.
And Emis Desari's happy to keep it. And I mentioned that change in the way Emis Desari's playing. He's still in there now. Maybe he has a different way he plays when he's in a winning position.
Well, it's a different formation. First game, both players playing 4-2-2. Now we're seeing two different variations of the 4-4-2. Played at a much slower tempo this game as well.
Pogba to Ronaldo. This could be worse.
I thought he got him.
The post was on Kurt's side there.
Is that the switch? I said Kurt wasn't getting the look in the game. Is that the switch for him?
Can he score on this attack? After Ronaldo. You could say missed a bit of a sitter. But he came out of nowhere for Emis Desari. His first real chance at goal. Just shows though he's happy to keep possession and build into an attack.
Yeah, probably, what, 20-30 passes there from Desari, and then so close to passing it into the back of the net from close range.
And here we go. This is where Emis Desari can just cut open Kurt. Back line, back in it goes. Just about dealt with by Valencia. Only to the far edge of the boxes. Walker's there for some reason. I'm not too sure about getting back in position. Marcelo through to Pogba. In space. Where will he go? Try and play a through ball. Just hold up. He'll hold up and play to Hullet instead. Just recycling it around from left to right. Trying to find that pocket at space that he can try and exploit.
Really good turn as well from R9 in the box. Turn either way on that 5-star weak, but he went on the left that time. But good block from Kurt.
And still no goals as we're slowly approaching half-time. Need to see a little bit more from Kurt again. 8 to go on. In he comes. Can Cristiano just get around it? Yes, he can. Kante. Don't think he'll be shooting with him. And straight away possession. Changes hands. Very end-to-end here.
Good pressing from Kurt though, forcing Desari to go backwards there. Again, great pressing.
Just trying to pull out that right back, and he's succeeding with it every time with Emis Desari. Look, Messi in space. That's what the 4-4-2 can do when you've got Messi on the left. Ball across the box, went low driven. Tried to feed it to Cristiano Ronaldo. And look, again, just giving away possession.
You can see it's affecting Kurt. Look at his body language change, the animation on his face, and the emotion.
He's good enough to do this, though. He's good enough to put himself back in this game. Pull it. Look at the space. R9. Unbelievable tackle.
That could be a match-saving tackle for Kurt.
I think one goal goes in now. Curtis head would drop to the back post, get rid of it, try and counter-attack from this corner. Every single time the defending of Emis Desari.
It's so good. It's just every time he's
getting
an awful
pushed out there from Ferdinand.
Every single time Kurt's coming forward, he's getting snuffed out. Desari just needs to be reading the passes that Kurt's doing. Maybe he studied his game last night. Maybe he went back to the hotel, got up the stream from yesterday.
A lot of players will do that, Richard. They'll go home, they'll look at the stream from yesterday, look at their performances. What did I do well? What did I do wrong? And if you've got a coach, he can help you along with that as well. 1 minute to come, then added time. A goal before half-time would be great. But I'd expect to change half-time because this formation isn't working for Kurt.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if he went back to 4-2-2.
Back out of position again. He's just about managed that one.
I would not be surprised if he swapped back to a 4-2-2. Kurt. This is not really
lovely through ball. Just fell to the path of the wrong person, unfortunately.
Any clear-cut chances in that first half at all. It'll be very interesting to see the stats at half-time. Yeah, no shots on target. Desari, 2 shots, 1 on target. 65% possession once again from Desari's controlling, as I said, the tempo of the game. And Kurt, he needs to change something up here.
Well, I know there wasn't any goals, but this was really the big chance of the game. R9 Ronaldo. Any other day, it would go in. Off the post. I think Emis Desari even thought it was in. His brother behind him as well. We're celebrating. But other than that, it was really nothing else to cheer about. Another chance for Emis Desari. That was an unbelievable tackle.
Yeah, I'm just watching the change from Kurt. He's switched into he's still in the 4-4-2. He's brought on, I think he's just a little change round of the team, to be honest. Lionel Messi's coming on for him. See if he can be the difference maker for Kurt in this game. 91% pass accuracy as well from Desari. Yes, I believe on Thursday we saw Megabit hit 99% with 60% possession as well. And you were leading 3-0. So we weren't even passing it around the back as such. They were going forward. But where is he now?
What's Kurt thinking now? Needs 2 goals in a half-time after kind of being outplayed, you have to say, in that first half.
He's got 45 minutes to keep his FIFA 18.
He played so good, though, in that first game. He played really good.
He did, yeah.
Was attacking, scoring goals, really matched MS Desari.
It was the set pieces, Spencer said. 2 corners. Almost Sunday League-esque. Defend the set pieces. 2 front post flick-ons. And that is what separates the 2 sides.
Well, in about 6 minutes' time, or 45 minutes in game time, we will find out who will be waiting in that cross-console final. We'll have $250,000. Is there any way back for Kurt? Needs 2 goals, as I mentioned again and again. 2 goals would send this to extra time at 5-5.
We will have completed the Xbox side of things.
MS Desari there, just unbelievable there, Barcelona. He's got a lot of pressure on him from this press that Kurt has to play, he has to come out, he has to try and win back this ball. As long as MS Desari can just play through all the gaps,
he's laughing.
He's going to be fine. Got the PlayStation semi-final coming next. Marcuso from Manchester City against Stefano Pinna.
It's a chance. That's an awful tackle.
That's going to be a card at least. And a chance for Desari.
Desari knew exactly what he was doing.
Get a few players back.
Take the yellow card. Stop the counter-attack. Rio Ferdinand with some classic English defending.
Not messing about at all. No way near the ball there, Rich, at all. Will be a 3 kick to come.
The ball goes past, the man doesn't.
Ferdinand into it. Oh, this is well played. Marcelo! Not the beat, that was Messi. Still a tight angle, don't get me wrong.
Messi, R9, Neymar. Anybody with a strong left foot there. Got to think that's going to trouble the keeper. Marcelo, not the greatest of finishers in that position. He can shoot on that team of the year, Marcelo, but not when you've got a potentially 35 minutes to secure your $50,000. You don't want Marcelo over the ball.
Just the little things like that block from Rio Ferdinand there on R9. Just stopped any chance of a run. It's been better though from Kurt in his last 5 minutes, keeping the ball. Better areas, had that chance with Marcelo, although it was just dragged wide. And Mr. Desari gets another goal, you have to say this could be game over.
Yeah, you'd probably think so.
If Kurt gets one, it will be
an unbelievable finish to this game. Looks like run in behind.
He's got the space as well. Cristiano Ronaldo pushes off Marcelo with the back post. Messi will score again.
So if you actually see that there, you watch. He's got CR7 on the ball. He forces the run on with R9. He did a 1-2 pass. R9 runs in behind. Kurt thinks that he's going to pass the ball back to R9. He steps maybe 2 inches to his left. It allows CR7 to push through into the gap, get the shot away, low driven, rebound from the goalkeeper.
Well, here we go. It's now or never for Kurt. 3 at the back.
Yeah, into a 3-5-2. Looks like it's going to be Ronaldo and Ronaldo up top, Messi in at camp. He's got a lot of bronze players on the bench. I'm not sure who else he's actually got on the bench to be able to come on. Marcelo and Kante playing CDM. Neymar out wide left, Hullet out wide right. Antonio Valencia, Rio Ferdinand and Sergio Ramos as the 3 centre-backs. He's got 30 minutes to score 3 goals.
What options does he even have on the bench? Because I know he's had bronzes, we can see it at all. Yeah,
he's got Pogba.
There, you've got literally no options at all.
He's
to
got
work
Paul Pogba.
With. These are the times where he needs that energy. Needs that impact substitution that could change everything. Now he's changed again, he's playing 4 at the back.
Yeah, he's gone to a 4-3-2-1. Still a very attacking formation.
But we've seen it. If anyone could score goals, it would be Kurt. He scored 3 in 11 minutes the other day. 11 minutes of FIFA time, he scored 3 goals.
I'll be very interested to find out afterwards if, because Goal Machine plays 4-3-2-1, he's the king of the comeback. Has Kurt looked at that, because they had a very tight game.
It was a very end-to-end game.
Kept on pegging him back, the Goal Machine in that round of 16. Has Kurt looked at it and gone 4-3-2-1, I need 3 goals in 30 minutes. It's attacking formation, I can get my 3 your left forward and right forward pretty much play as out-and-out strikers.
Kurt just seems a little bit distressed there.
So what Emes Tessari's done right there, he's seen that he's playing 4-3-2-1. He's switched into his more familiar 4-3-3 second variation.
Pogba
CDM,
just sitting
2
there.
centre mids.
He's actually brought some fresh legs there. Of Vieira, that's going to work well for him.
Probably the best CDM in the game, that prime Vieira.
And
Just to sit in
Suarez
front.
And Hazard, Richard, they're all on now.
299 rated players, you can't go wrong. Hazard and Luis Suarez.
It's going to be interesting. Kurt's going to have to come out, and then on the counter-attack, he's got pace there.
Tessari, full stacked bench. Kurt gone with the bronze bench.
Each to their own. He's got here this far with that way, so...
Why change it? He's using the 90 rated Ruud Gullit, and there's a 93 version available for him to use. But he likes the 90, so he sticks with it.
He can get a goal in the next few minutes. He could set himself up for a comeback. He's got more attacking though, he has to try and find any way back in this game. As we know, he's going to be attacking, so needs to be careful on the counter-attack. Right back's out of position. And he's got fresh legs on Emes Tessari. Hazard and Luis Suarez. In that 4-3-3 as you mentioned, Richard. Suarez up top. Hazard on that far-hand side. And he'll still be looking for another goal, Mr. Tessari, if it comes about, the chance.
Yeah,
He's happy to score again.
If he scores again, it's pretty much game over. You can write Emes Tessari into the final. If Kurt scores next, and Kurt performs this comeback, maybe you have to take out self-proclaimed best in the world and just call him the best people player in the world.
Emes Tessari, though, he has had a switch from about the 60th minute in that second game. A switch is just the way he plays. Was keen to get some goals under his belt in the first game. Maybe that's an approach he's had to ensure he can try and score as many as possible in that first game. In the second one, try and change up. He's coming forward again with Ronaldo. Tries to go on the right foot again. Look for that rebound. Still, though, this attack isn't over. Inside, Paul Pogba. He'll use Hazard again. Ball across. Cristiano Ronaldo makes that 7-3 on aggregate. And surely the Saudi Arabian will be waiting in that grand final.
Game, set and match, Emes Tessari. Kurt, all he can do there, he had a little chuckle about it himself. The players, they literally got stuck on each other. They got entwined with each other's legs as he tried to pass out from the back. Tessari picked the ball back up, little cross across the box. And who else but 99 Team of the Year Cristiano Ronaldo to nod in from close range. And pretty much sent Emes Tessari into the grand final.
Well, scoring 5 goals in the first game was a massive help for him. Let's not forget, Kurt did score 3 as well. And over 70 goals in the competition. Just hasn't worked out for him in this second leg.
I think this tournament, though, he has silenced a lot of the critics that were talking about him, because he has performed.
Yeah.
He's just run into probably one of the top 3 players on the Xbox this year.
You can't come into a player like Emes Tessari and really practice or other than watch his games from other tournaments. And we'll just be waiting now. 4 goals.
There a famous Mike Tyson quote. He said, everyone's got a game plan until they get punched in the face. Everyone's got a game plan against Emes Tessari until he scores against you and then just keeps the ball. What are you supposed to do?
Well, we've seen it from Kurt. He struggled. He has struggled this second game. Will he come forward now there? And just good defending from Ferdinand. Just couldn't get the shot off. And our next game will be Marcuso from Manchester City against Stefano Pinna. One of those two will be joining Emes Tessari, it looks like. But well done, Emes Tessari. Coming today at a new level. We'll see a lot of players get better and better as they go through the competition.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's done. He's just took it one step further. Right now he's just in cruise control. He's Emes Tessari waiting for this game to finish.
Look, he's still hunting for more goals. He knows that this is nowhere near over yet. He still wants another goal. He's going to come from Suarez. And a very risky round the back there. will concede. And MS Dasari can just laugh. He knows he's going through, and even if he loses this next game, which I'm sure he won't want to, he'll take $50,000, Richard. Team Rogue must be over the moon. That's some business.
Great acquisition for Team Rogue. MS Dasari's been a powerhouse since he's joined that organisation.
Now we will just wait for this game to be concluded. Added time to come. And unfortunately, will be the end of the road for Kurt.
Great tournament from him, though.
Still the best 2 players on Xbox. You can go back and say that. Looking to sign for a club, you know, that's on your CV, you could say. Been to this many events this year, was at the grand final, placed here. He did beat the world champion from last year on the way. That turned quite a few heads yesterday. But sometimes that sleep on it just doesn't do it. And congratulations, MS Dasari. A fantastic 2-legged performance. And the Saudi FIFA player wins 8 goals to 3, and he'll be in that grand final, Richard. A really mature performance. And there's all his family there that have made the long trip from Saudi Arabia. They'll be over the moon. And I'm sure all his fans back home will be as well.
Yeah, handshake between Kurt and MS Dasari. What a performance from Kurt, though.
You have to say, you beat the world champion from last year.
I sometimes say, on the way to a final, do you play your best game before the console finals, before the grand final? Do you believe Kurt maybe played his best game?
MS Dasari is getting the crowd up here at the O2 Arena.
Do you think he played his best match before this? That victory against Gorilla, it was perfect. He defended really well, he was pressing really well, he was clinical in all his goals. But you see the goals from this 2-legged series, Brandon.
Well, there was 11 goals in it. Kurt started well. 13 minutes in, he'll score. And MS Dasari did reply like 4 in-game minutes later. It's Cristiano Ronaldo outside the boot. Came forward, interchanged with Messi, back inside. Ronaldo makes it 1-1.
Solid finish from MS Dasari. Ronaldo, no mistake from that sort of range, just maybe 10 yards out, slots it home, but Kurt did get back in front in the first leg. A little bit of luck to...
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I mean, Ramos just got pushed off the ball completely.
Outstrip Sergio Ramos, you see Kurt there. Saying, maybe I'm a little bit fortunate, but I'm going to take it all day long. It's a semi-final of the biggest FIFA tournament of all time. Dasari bouncing back just on the stroke of half-time.
This was in the first leg, remember. 2-2 the score. And his brother's been with him every step of the way behind him.
Thierry Henry on that occasion, bringing the game back to all square.
This is only a half-time. We've still got 3 more halves of FIFA to show you from that highlights.
And if you've been struggling on how to take corners this year,
just watch
you're about to watch an MS Dasari masterpiece. 2 corners, 2 goals. First one, Cristiano Ronaldo. And then the second one from Luis Suarez to putting 4-2 up in the first leg.
Out-jumped 2 players, took a little deflection on the way, and here we go. You said about the corners, specialist. I think MS Dasari ticks all those boxes. We'll score again. That one made it 4-2. Kurt did get a goal back, quite late on. Yeah, we thought, okay, that was how we'd go into the next game. Messi on the finesse there.
Lionel Messi slotting in from just on the edge of the box.
And then MS Dasari, he wanted another one to score his 5th goal of the game.
Yeah, really good.
This is a really well done, Rich, isn't it?
Pogba into Suarez, Pogba back to Ronaldo, back to Pogba. Loads of finesse past the goalkeeper, slots it in. And that's how the first leg did finish up.
As we know, aggregate scoreline. That was how the first leg did finish. Pogba scored it. And you saw him at the end, MS Dasari, hyping up the crowd here with a typical celebration that he always does. Did it in Manchester. This was in game number 2. It took 60 minutes for us to see our first real goal. And we were saying, Kurt made the change, had 30 in-game minutes to try and turn it round.
That was a game that killed it off for me. That led me by 3 goals with 30 minutes left to play. It would have taken something remarkable from Kurt.
Ball across
salvage
the box.
Extra
Ronaldo
time.
will score that one. And by then, 4 goals in front with little time left. He was seconds away from booking his place in the final.
Book his place in the final, I should say. He did.
And this one was just, I don't think any worse on this one at the end there. I think just knew the game had gone. And that was how it concluded in the end. MS Desari in the grand final, and he's having a great year, isn't he? Placed third at ESWC back in Paris. And then went to Manchester, did the business there. Started to come alive, really.
He's had a fantastic 4 months, if you put it into perspective, because Barcelona, he wasn't even there since pretty much April. He won ESW, he came third in the ESWC, he won Manchester, now he's in the grand final, 8 goals to 3. And we're going to hear from that man, MS Desari, who's chatting to Laura and Spencer.
Thank you very much, guys. Yes, he is here. This is our first finalist of the FIFA eWorld Cup. Congratulations, MS Desari. How are you feeling?
Thank you. I'm really proud of myself, and the most thing that I did my family proud, especially my dad and my mother that is watching at home.
Oh, it's quite emotional, isn't it, to be here on the stage, and we were watching your goals go through, and we were saying this is taking a really long time because you scored so many goals. You did what you've done all tournament and played so well.
Yeah, I really played so well. Kurt is a tough opponent, and I'm glad that I won him by so far goals. That makes me so happy.
We saw you stand up to the crowd and show some emotion, because we're not used to that, because you're usually so composed when you play, aren't you?
I won in Manchester and I did that celebration. So since I won here, so I think I should use that.
Yeah, you've won the Xbox side. They've got that now down, but obviously now you've got the console final against the PlayStation winner. What are you thinking of the two possible PlayStation opponents?
They are really tough. Yeah, they didn't make it to the final because they are not good players. They are all good players, and I hope the best player win. And then let's see.
You are an experienced player on both consoles, though. Do you think that's going to give you a little bit of an edge over your opponent?
I think so, but I think everyone will go to the final. He might get some, I forget that. Experience, yeah.
Well, so whatever happens now, you've got at least $50,000. You could still have $250,000. I think that's the most you've ever won in a tournament, which is a huge amount of money. Not many people have ever won that amount in a FIFA event, but you could go 5 times better and get 250. Are you thinking about that right now, or are you just thinking about lifting this trophy potentially?
No, I'm really thinking about lifting this trophy.
Okay, you've done very well.
They all look at it with such loving eyes, don't they? You could be the first person to have your name on that as well.
Okay.
It's huge, isn't it?
We'll see.
Just a mention about Kurt, your opponent, because you beat him fair and square. How difficult was it to come up against him?
I think he made it to final, and he won against the champion last year. And he's good player, but yeah.
Did you change anything about the way you played? It didn't look like it, but did you adapt anything for Kurt specifically?
No, not really. It's the game things, Whenever you're ahead by 2 goals, 3 goals, you will try to keep the ball.
All right, brilliant. MS Desari, congratulations. You are our first finalist. PlayStation next. We just mentioned it a minute ago. Will you be sticking around to come and watch these guys, or will you go back and have a little bit like downtime, perhaps?
No, of course, I'll watch the winner between them because I'll have to play him.
Brilliant. All right, well done. We'll be back after this break with the PlayStation Divisional Finals. Hello, welcome back to the FIFA eWorld Cup. We are live from London's O2 Arena. That man there, MS Dasari, is our first finalist. He knocked out Kurt in the semi-finals, and he's booked his place into the next round. Can he win it? Let's have a little look at the draw then. Confirmation beating Kurt of Malta. And then on the other side of the draw, the other semi-finalists, Marcuso and Stefano Pina, who are about to play, made their way up on stage a moment ago. Spencer FC is alongside me to discuss everything that we've just seen. And really quite a dominant display from MS Dasari there.
Yeah, very good experience came through. I think he's been on this stage many times before. He's already won events this year, and I think that came through. I feel a bit sorry for Kirk, because I think that he's definitely gone up a level throughout this tournament. Obviously, he has his own sort of bravado and ego that he likes to put across on social media, but all that stripped away, he's done very well this tournament. He should be proud. I'm sure he's a little bit annoyed because of the way the game went and whatnot, and he came up against a really tough guy, but he knocked out the reigning champion.
Yeah.
For me, he's gone to the next step, and he's evolved as a player.
All right, the PlayStation 4 divisional finals are coming up, and then we will find out who MS Dasari is playing. So let's have a little look at the two guys that we are having in this semi-final. Marcuso of Denmark. We've mentioned him numerous times about the successful year he's been having, not only this year, but also last year winning the E-Club World Cup.
Yeah, representing Lisbon last year, he won the Club World Cup, and now he's with Manchester City, of course, which is a big kind of move for him, and they're obviously doing their best to kind of conquer the FIFA esports world, and this would be a massive step for them as a club as well as him individually.
Yeah, and he plays Stefano Pina. Of course, quite a quiet character, quite composed as well, similar to MS Dasari. In that fashion, we don't see a lot of emotion from them. What do you make of Stefano Pina?
Solid player. Says there on his record that didn't lose a game in the groups there. 5 wins, 2 draws, same as what Gorilla did, I believe. Actually, I think Gorilla had 3 draws. So, very good, young Belgian. No one's really tipping him for this, if I'm honest. No one's really giving him a chance. So if he goes and beats Marcuso here, we've got to stand up and pay attention.
Marcuso is an incredibly relaxed character. We like watching him play. So much so that when he comes up on stage in a place like the O2 Arena, he doesn't even wear his shoes. Takes his shoes off, sits in his socks. This is him a few moments ago.
Yeah, we've seen this a few times with different players over the last few years. Sometimes it's because it's how they play at home. Yeah, one of Marcuso's main kind of facts, if you like, is that he does all his weekend league games on the Friday. He plays all 40 games, which is an incredible effort alone, but he also wins most of them, often going 40-0 to qualify for events all on the Friday. So in that environment where he's so good, does he sit at home with his shoes off? Probably. Is that why he's doing it here? Maybe. We'll have to ask him.
At least he did bring his own chair, eh? So they're all playing for this trophy right here. The first player to win this new trophy will have their name engraved right on the front here. And here's a little look at how it's made.
On the PlayStation side, from Denmark, representing Manchester City Esports, it's the 2017 Club World Cup champion, Marcuso! Last but not least, it's the Belgian beast from PSV Esports. Please welcome semi-finalist Stefano Pina!
Okay, here we go, our final semi-final. Which of these two players will meet MS Dasari in the last and deciding round? Let's hand you over to our commentary team.
Thank you very much, Laura. So here we go. We've seen who they're going to be playing. It's MS Dasari. He sits and waits, as he has been before in that cross-console finals. Who is going to join them? Marcuso from Manchester City, coming through, scoring 46 goals on his way here, but did have 3 losses, Joe, in his groups.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's so hard to call this game because, I mean, they have history of against each other, obviously, way back in Barcelona in the first round of the playoffs they met. It was Marcuso who came out on top of that one, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, Pina, I believe.
Sorry, it was Pina who came out on that one. But a very close game in that. Fact is, though, his opponent here, Pina, is not lost up until now, which is a huge comforting fact for him. I actually saw him at the press conference yesterday, and he said, there's no pressure. I'm feeling no pressure for this game, and that could be a big factor.
Yeah, 5 wins, 2 draws throughout the group, scored 50 goals on his path to the finals. And one of those matches, he very much nearly took down Nicholas in the groups. Could well have. However, someone that did take down Nicholas was Marcuso in the knockout stages, quarterfinals, which puts him in the stage on being offside. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure Ronaldo was offside there, of course. Marcuso playing in the Danish red, Stefano Pina playing in the Belgian blue, playing from left to right.
Yeah, Stefano Pina, better goal scoring record overall, plus 15 goal difference through the entirety of the tournament, plus 8 for Marcuso. Both scoring around about 40 goals, give or take, in the groups each. So I think we're going to see a good few coming into this one. As I said, though, the interesting fact for me is the way that Stefano seemed so cool and calm yesterday at that press conference. Bear in mind, this is his first big stage that he's really playing on. So, I mean, for most players, this is the biggest that they've seen up until now. But the fact that he said, I didn't expect to come this far, therefore I have no pressure on me right now. Marcuso, you know, sat there, Man City shirt on. He's already, as we've heard already, the E-Club World Champion from 2 years ago. He knows how to play these big finals, but this is, again, the biggest stage that anyone has played on in FIFA up until now.
Absolutely. Lots of money, $250,000 up for grabs if they could take it all, along with that fabulous trophy and a trip to the FIFA Best, which you absolutely want to be going to, rubbing shoulders with the very best, the players that they are literally using in the game right now. We're going to be on that stage alongside them, sitting in the seats, getting pictures with them. It's a big prize that money really can't buy. But right now, it is Stefano Pina, the Belgian. They've done so well in the World Cup in real life. Can he match and go greater here in the console finals? This game, of course, being on the PlayStation. We just saw the Xbox finals. If you just joined us, thank you very much. You've missed a absolute belter. MS Dasari taking down Kurt, and a great goal coming in from Marcuso. I was just talking backstage with these both players, saying most people don't ordinarily shoot from outside the box in FIFA 18 these days, but my word, outside the D, top corner.
Yeah, options were limited to play that one off there, and you know, Messi on his left foot from that position, clearly fancying it. Marcuso taking the lead after 20 minutes played. A fantastic start to his campaign here on our final day. Both players, they've had to walk past that trophy. And you see them, pretty much all of them, taking a look at it as they come through, and no doubt imagining what could be if they're able to get through into that final and win it all.
Nobody's jinxed it. I don't think I've ever seen anyone touch it, anyone dare touch it. Don't want to get them fingerprints on it to start with, but Marcuso now with the lead. Stefano Pina, as you mentioned, scored bags of goals. Now on the big stage. Restless sleep for both of these, no doubt. Sleeping nearby, knowing that they have this big matchup today. Played some of their best FIFA yesterday. Marcuso with a huge chance there. Didn't go for glory, though. Didn't pull the trigger, but that's a good ball across, and the defender will get ahead of it. Kyle Walker offside, I think, for Messi as well. So Stefano Pina can breathe a sigh of relief. Just playing it cool, calm, collected from the back.
Yeah, very early stages. 2 legs to each game today. Stefano finding himself after that 20-minute goal from Marcuso, though, on the back foot. See, though, quite happily to play it around at the back. No time pressure just yet. Just give it away, though, in the middle of the park.
Easy stuff at the moment for Marcuso. Seems to be finding openings all across the park. Maybe needs to tighten things up. See if he can maybe make an adjustment, but as it stands, it's going straight through, and oh, I tell you what, it's a big chance for Marcuso really there. Went begging, just ran out the pass there. Marcelo not going to be able to get it past Hullet. He's made an opening. Neymar back across. Vieira looking for the through ball, can't get it. Neymar having to come deep for this one. Walker gets it through to Neymar, now shuffles it through. Ronaldo into the box. R9 dropped his shoulder. Messi! And Marcuso is 2-0 up.
Yeah, double here for Messi. And again, it started with Stefano Pina losing the ball, not playing it cleanly out. Marcuso got in the way of it and punished Stefano Pina for it as well. Will this be enough to take the lead through into that second leg? We're closing in on half-time. The Dane, of course, representing Manchester City. Pressure of that certainly will be in the back of his mind as well. But here is Stefano Pina from the kickoff. Oh, Ronaldo goes down. It's a penalty. It's Kyle Walker that's brought him down. Card given as well. And now Stefano Pina has a chance to come back.
Where does he go? We've seen a mixed array of penalties, I think is the safest way to call it throughout the last 2 days here. FIFA 18, Pina from the spot, oh, it's saved! Can he get the rebound? No, he can't even get to it. And Marcuso keeps a clean sheet still.
And that could come back to haunt him. That could, after 2 legs, be the chance that he looks back on and says, that was it. I could have brought it back to 2-1, and that was the goal that was missing for me in the end. We'll see, though. Marcuso going to start to build up out of the midfield. Straight in there, though. Fast, one-touch stuff there. Was, in the end, a little bit messy. There were 2 players around his man. And therefore, Pina can deal with it fairly easily. But passing accuracy, we see the difference that it makes. One mistake, one ball that gets, you know, that's not accurate enough, gives possession away. There's another one. Last time something like that happened, Marcuso punishes him. This time, no, Pina gets it back.
He does get it back, but he's lost it in the attack there, trying to go for the sprint down a little too long. Meanwhile, gaps opening up, but it's Ramos that will win it back for Pina as he pushes forward. Ronaldo just shrugs back, but it's half-time in here. 2-0 is all that separates them. Marcuso from Denmark, representing Manchester City, currently leading 2-0. Let's have a look at some of those goals from early on. It's Messi that gets them both. Keep your eye on his positioning throughout this one. Well, you didn't need to keep your eye on that one. He just bangs it in from range.
Staying calm despite the goal. Small celebration is all that he'll afford himself at this stage of the game. And of course, it was number 2. Ball lost by Stefano Pina. Masses of space up on that top side for Messi. And that's the kind of shot, the kind of chance that you just have to bury at this level.
He's been in a cross-console final before this. The penalty was, in all honesty, a fairly poor one. He took that step to the left, so almost saying shoot to the right. So I'm trying to gift him that opportunity. Went for the step there. Of course, we've already had the Xbox results in. MS Dasari taking that one 8-3 over Kurt. 5-3 in the first leg as well in that game. Now we are, of course, halfway through the first leg here. Marcuso 2-0 up. There's still plenty of time for Stefano Pina to get himself back into the game, though.
Yeah, needs to just basically take some time here at the halfway point. You can see both players now ready to get back underway. So, first leg, second half. Marcuso leading 2-0. We see some subs coming in. Mbappe on. I believe for Marcuso there. See how that all works out for him. An early goal for Stefano, though, would certainly boost his hopes here.
Gets a little knockback there, just steps back onside R9. Tries to get a through ball, that's a great ball. Oh, well, you've got to feel that maybe could have gone for glory there with R9, but went for a back heel, and it's actually set a counter-attack opportunity up, but it's been a foul given in the middle of the park for Stefano Pina.
Yeah, looked like a little 1-2 may have just worked out for him. Foul did come down though. Pina off a free kick. Where does he go from here? Trying to recenter things. Now Neymar, there's a bit of space there. Turn not quite happening for him. Defender got in the way of that second pass. You have to give it to Marcuso so far, defending really well.
Absolutely. Marcuso was the Club World Champion last year for Brøndby before he made the move over to Manchester City. He would be the first player, if he were to go and do it all, to hold effectively both titles, albeit 2 years apart. Ruud Gullit for Marcuso, working his way through. He's made that change and brought Mbappe on, and he didn't manage to get that ball through. That's a loose pass though, easily collected by Marcuso's defence and straight back into Stefano Pina's half, where at the moment Marcuso has been spending the lion's share of the time. Kyle Walker on the yellow card, but it doesn't matter. He threads a pass through like that. Gullit, oh, it's a stray one. Now Pina with a chance. He had many numbers. The counter going to work out, and have to, in the end, slow it down back to Marcelo on the left wing.
Trying to utilise that space up there. You'll see it comes central almost every single time for both of these players. Now with Neymar, have to go back again, but he's looking for that direct ball in. The second pass was a little bit sloppy. Marcuso will collect. He's going to try and run the corner flag here. I think that'll be his throw-in. Should it even go out? He actually managed to keep it in there. Cuts inside nicely with Mbappe. Will put a ball into the back post. Header is there. Oh, and then the front post. I think it was Ronaldo there who couldn't quite pull it off. Apparently was offside anyway. And it stays 2-0. That's some information for you about Marcuso. Favourite club, Bayer Leverkusen. That's an interesting choice for a Dane.
Just down the road from us, we live in Cologne, so 4-1-2-1-2. His favourite formations, I believe he's running 4-2-2-2 at the moment in this game. I believe that's what I caught a glimpse of it there. Of course, Stefano Pina, big AC Milan fan. Obviously, as an Italian living in Belgium, does represent his home nation in that stead. Of course, favourite players and favourite footballer. No surprises when we look at Messi and Ronaldo in there. I think you could probably use those names and list them in there for the next 20 years, Joe, to be honest. Stefano Pina, as we say, unbeaten throughout the groups, and a really tight 3-3 draw with Nicholas. That was actually a 92nd minute goal from Nicholas to tie things up 3-3. Otherwise, Stefano Pina would have topped the group and actually would have met Marcuso earlier in the tournament bracket. But as it was, that draw gave him this gifted path through to the final. Of course, beaten Aggie 8-4 and Mo Aubameyang in that tight matchup. Extra time, I believe that one 6-5.
And you can see most of his games are incredibly tight. Outside of that big win against Webb and the 8-4 against Aggie, the rest were just won by 1 goal for him. I'll see if that range true here as well. This is a chance for him. Ronaldo on the left foot. De Gea down. We'll keep this one in though with Thierry Henry.
Lays it back. Kyle Walker, he's got a chance here. Tries to work it through. Has to do a little fancy footwork. Finds a spot. Maldini muscles him up, but Ronaldo's stronger and he's gone for a corner.
And you can see Marcuso's route to this semi-final there as well. Cross comes in. It's off the underside of the bar.
The Gullit bullet defeated by the bar. We saw 2 headers going in for Dasari earlier on in the last finals, but here a big chance for Stefano Pina to give himself a lifeline. Still only a 2-goal differential. Plenty to play for. 10 minutes remaining in this leg, but a second leg will follow, and it's Marcuso that's going to make some changes when the ball goes out of play.
I was about to mention his route here to the semi-final before he hit the bar there. A lot more losses in that one, that's for sure. That, of course, is what these players will and could certainly be walking home with today. $400,000 overall. Big chunk of that goes to the winner. $250,000 for the person that picks up the trophy.
Yeah, 20,000 to all 4 of these players already. Question is, who's going to go that step further? Emas Dasari is already in the final. Pina gets one back! finally, he breaks himself that clean sheet that Marcuso has been holding on to. He couldn't get the penalty in, but it's Thierry Henry in the end that will just slip it through.
And what timing as well, just before the end of this game.
You saw obviously Marcuso, he called for the timeout. He was trying to, obviously,
that entire time.
It waits for the ball to go out of play. Both players are running 4-2-2-2 just to confirm that. You can see obviously Marcuso on there, Pina's doing the exact same. No adjustments, I don't think, from, I'll tell a lie, Son's just come on for Pina as well. So we're going to see him getting up front, maybe a little bit of pace to try and quicken things up at the end here. Nice little turn, back through, 1-2 with Henry, and he places it through, something we used to see him doing for Arsenal for years and years.
So Pina back into it in the dying moments. Imagine what an equaliser could do for his confidence. Certainly not much time to make that happen. Marcuso, obviously with the kickoff here, will have the possession too. We can expect him maybe to go for goal. Oh, almost giving that one away. There's certainly no rush for him. Conceding would be devastating. Holding on to this lead, going into leg number 2, surely will make him happy. There though is Stefano Pina getting the ball back. Should be one last chance for him here.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 2 minutes.
Extra time given. This first semi-final leg. Stefano Pina in the Belgian blue, pushing forward, pull it, just muscled off it, gets it back through. Is there a chance? No, denied by Marcuso. It's going to be 2-1 in the first leg. Marcuso with the goal lead, but it's definitely Stefano Pina putting pressure on towards the end.
Yeah, I think he can be fairly happy with that one. Actually, he had more shots than Marcuso, funnily enough. Let's have a look back at how this one got to where we're at right now. Of course, it was Messi on the left peg, straight into the top corner that started things off for the day.
Absolute blinder from Marcuso. Cool as you like as well throughout that first half. The pressure on him in the second. It's Messi get both goals. You see this one, R9 sees the open player, completely unmarked, finds himself the space and the goal. It took Stefano Pina a very long time to get himself the equaliser. There was a penalty involved in there as well. You can see Ronaldo through, and then R9 shrugged straight off the ball. But it was a poor penalty, Joe.
Yeah, not really straight down the middle, not really in the bottom corner either. A weak one. See all the shake of the head just afterwards. And it took him a while after that to come up with the goods. There was Ronaldo, another chance for Pina there. Starting maybe to get a little bit frustrated by the end of it. Then the corner came in, underside of the bar, whilst just out of the line.
That moment, he's got to be thinking, is this not my day? I'm not getting the rub of the green. It's just not quite working out. But a quick 1-2 with Thierry Henry here makes him the space. And it confirms, of course, the first leg will conclude 2-1 for Marcuso. Of course, we'll see who is going to get through into the finals. Marcuso, little sly shrug, but he does have that lead. So Emes Dasari already through to the finals, 8-3 over Kurt. Meanwhile here, Marcuso is leading in the first leg, 2-1 over Stefano Pina.
Thank you, guys. Great first leg if you're Marcuso. Started off with 2 goals, saved a penalty as well. Stefano brought it back by 1, but if you're Marcuso, would you be happy with that?
Yes, in the sense that you're 2-1 up. Obviously, great position to be in going into the second game. But if you're looking at those highlights there, Pina had a lot of chances. He missed a penalty, he had the header that came off the underside of the bar, a few other shots as well. So that could easily have been a win for the Belgians. So I'd say he's certainly good enough to overturn this deficit in the second leg. Marcuso can't afford to take his foot off the gas.
Yeah. Perhaps some frustration, really, for Stefano. You mentioned he had a few chances, but couldn't quite convert them.
Yeah, I mean, it's always the way. That's why we do these two-legged matches now. It's definitely an evolution in the competitive scene because it gives you a chance to put right anything that goes wrong in that first game. So if you look at the highlights alone, you'd say Stefano probably had more chances. So if he does that again, if it's a similar game, you'd back him to score them, in which case he could win.
We can have a little look at that penalty save, actually, because in terms of the game, it's the one and only chance, or one of the only chances you've got to actually control the goalkeeper. Talk us through this.
Yeah, big save. I mean, this is the moment that it could end up putting Marcuso through to the grand final. It's a lottery, just like real life. You've got to pick a side. You know, the players tend to go low in this game, keep the ball low, so keepers are sensible to dive low as well. We've seen some big penalties going in because the keeper's gone the right way but gone too high. So Marcuso kept cool under pressure there to guess the right way.
All right, Spencer, thank you very much. I think we're ready for the second leg. Let's hand you back to our commentary team.
Thank you very much, and yes, that could well be the separating factor. We will see as the second leg gets ready to go. 4-2-2-2 for both players, continuing to use the same formation as they played in that first leg. No changes in their teams, no big adjustments. And Joe, from Stefano Pina's point of view, as we just pointed out towards the end of that game, had the most shots.
Yeah, and I think you're right in saying, you know, that they got the same formation, Silver in the same lineups. There's no real need to change for either. If you look, Marcuso has the lead, and Stefano Pina certainly had the chances. So both of them will be thinking, right, it's about who's going to be the best player here. Maybe a couple of goals will change the thinking on that front, but we'll have to see. Second leg underway. It's Marcuso that is leading 2-1. No changes in kits. Pina now from right to left, but it's Marcuso that has a chance to break free on this top side with Ronaldo. He's only got R9 in the middle to work with. Cuts it back a couple of times. Finds Hullet on the edge of the box, who takes a shot, but it's blocked.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the confidence from Marcuso. You're thinking, okay, I don't have any open chances, so therefore we'll go for the long-range shot, go for that blaster. It worked for him with Messi, obviously, doing that beautiful cross-come shot into the corner. Now we have a free kick. It's Pina that will just play it back to the keeper and side it down the right-hand side there. Kyle Walker runs it onto Henry. It gives him a little chance here. It's going to be Henry making the run. Does go for the overlap, but will go back through the middle. Vieira tries that direct pass, but easily cuts out by Marcuso. Vieira there. Maldini, the legend from days gone by. Icons used, of course, throughout this one. What are they? They are ex-players that were absolutely magnificent in their day. Paolo Maldini being just one of those, and obviously Stefano Pina, being an AC Milan fan, will be well aware of him.
Absolutely. Here we see it again, fast play building up. Man taken down. Marcuso's coach there protesting against the referee. Of course,
looking for VAR.
In the game, so I can't hear him.
Yeah.
And no penalty given. Now Pina's going to come charging forward. Hullet, who we've seen in both teams, one of those icons that you mentioned, takes the shot straight down the middle, though. Yeah, not usually going to make a mess of that.
Yeah, Pina using R9 to make the run, forcing him to make the run through the middle, which was drawing the defenders away from Hullet, which is why he went for that long-range shot, maybe looking for the rebound as well. R9 was way offside, but it didn't matter. The job was to pull those two defenders away from him, and it sort of worked out for him. Didn't manage to get the shot, though, that he wanted. Now there's a big gap opening up here for Marcuso! Neymar into the top corner. Sweet as you like, top bins. And that is 3-1 now in aggregate.
Not quite the same goal, but from almost the same position that opened the scoring in this game for Marcuso. Of course, it was last time Messi that put his foot through the ball and put in 1 goal into the lead. Now it's Neymar. That means that Marcuso is 2 goals up. Stefano Pina, you know, we're in the second leg now. The pressure of the clock is surely going to be starting to build.
It is. He knows he can have shots. He's had shots already. He needs to convert them into big chances. That's been 2 goals from outside the box from Marcuso, taking those big chances. Now we see Pina tries to turn in, working space. R9, well, we saw CR7 dropped to the floor there, and I think R9 was looking for that return pass to him, but wasn't available, and Stefano Pina in the end, his attack breaks down by Marcuso's solid defending.
Something that we've seen more and more on throughout this tournament. Does have losses to his name, though, something that up until now Stefano Pina has not experienced. That first leg was literally the first time from a single game that he's actually, you know, technically lost it, that he's been down. Here is Marcuso again, starting to build up. Final pass to Hullet, though, was sloppy. And Pina, you have to feel 2 goals down, 1 before half-time. is something that he could desperately need. Here is Ronaldo on the edge of the box, had the space! And while it was Messi, I think, that got in there, it was actually knocked away from the defence.
Massive defending there. That almost looked like a goal dead to rights. That ball in the end has slipped away from him in the corner. He's won it back, but he can't quite get his foot in it. You can see almost the frustrations coming in from Stefano here as he's trying to break down big Danish defensive line of Marcuso. But it's Marcuso once again building an attack from the back. Kyle Walker striding forward, looking for a pass, goes across to Patrick Vieira, looking through the middle. There's an offside chance from R9, but he's pulling the defenders left and right. Goes to Jordi Alba through the middle again, keeps recycling the ball, looking for the opening. Has he found it? No. Blocked out by Pina's defence.
Build-up play, pretty standard almost every time from both of these players. As you mentioned, playing almost an identical team. I think there's 3 differences basically between them, but with the same formation. The build-up looks almost identical. It's been up until now about who can do it best. Pull it there into Ronaldo. It's about that perfect pass in there. Who can turn, face goal, take the shot. There he is. Oh, the De Gea. He's going to tip that one over. It looked good for Pina. Saved by Marcuso, though.
Switch is taken. Can he get the inside flick? No. It goes clear. Pina will retain possession. So no counter chance for Marcuso. Gets it back in. He's got players forward still. As they slowly drip back into position. Finds himself the pass. Can he drop the shoulder? Yes, he can! R9 turns and shoots and gets himself under the lifeline just before half-time.
That's exactly the space that I was talking about. Space for R9 or CR7 in that kind of position to be able to turn, to face goal, and then put it away. Marcuso's lead falling back down to just the single goal. We are pushing towards half-time. That one on the stroke of the 41st minute. Now Pina needs to defend here from the kickoff.
Needs to defend, make sure he doesn't let one slip straight back in. Give Marcuso that big 2-goal cushion. He's worked hard to get that goal back, and that's almost a stray pass there, and that would have put Marcuso in real tricky spot. Realises probably shouldn't go for such long passes, and completely goes in contrast to his very short passing. Now good ball down the line though. Neymar has to bring it back to Hullet. Looking through the middle, Vieira finds space for R9, but cut out by Pina. R9 at the moment all alone. Has to wait for support to arrive. It's going to be half-time. The game still in Marcuso's hands. He leads 3-2 as the players look to make some changes. 2 goals in this game. Let's take a look at them as they started out. It was another absolute world-class goal from Marcuso, though.
Absolutely. Straight into that top corner. Almost identical to the first goal in his first leg. And again, probably the same feeling of when that first one went in. And I have to imagine that for Pina, who once again, by the way, has had more shots, more chances to score in this game. Here, of course, was a chance that was just blocked out by Maldini in the very last second for Pina. And another one. He's tried to work it in. De Gea this time, though, just tipping it over.
Yeah, chance after chance after chance. You're just thinking, is this not Pina's chances? Is it going to go that way, and everything being saved by De Gea on a great game? But finally, Pina manages to drop the shoulder with R9, do the turn, and smash it into the top right-hand corner of the net. It's what we've seen throughout the tournament. Fantastic stuff, fantastic goals. Let's have a look, of course, at the scores currently. It is Mehmet Dasari in the finals. 8-3 over Kurt from Malta, the Saudi Arabian, into that cross-console final. Can he be the FIFA World Champion? Well, Marcuso at the moment is going to be the man that will play him, but we have a second half to go here for Stefano Pina to try and draw it level.
I was just watching Marcuso's screen, and I was flicking between the team ratings of his and Stefano Pina's first half here in the second leg. Very similar setups, as I mentioned. No players making much of a change. Mbappe coming on for Marcuso, and that is literally the only change.
It's the same change he did as well.
Exactly.
In the first matchup. Some of these players, you know, they'll switch a player based on either obviously whether he's tired, or maybe just even sort of superstition effectively. It really can be down to obviously which way it goes. Now, if we were to draw, of course, in 3-3 in aggregate, we would go to extra time and penalties after that. So making changes at half-time could cost you.
Ball in. Oh, it's fallen kindly there for Marcuso. Didn't find the rebound, though. A bit of a scare in the very early stages of the second half for Stefano Pina. That would have been absolutely brutal for his confidence to concede there, knowing that only 45 minutes remain.
Joe, lots of pressure on the ball here from Marcuso. You're seeing, obviously, Stefano Pina, he's had to switch to the ball 3 or 4 times there from the left to the right wing, trying to find that space. Maybe he's got it now. No, blocked out. It hasn't been cleared. And CR7 sneaks in and gets the header equaliser.
Well, undoubtedly a lot of luck involved in that one. Let's watch it again. Was slid through, shot comes off, it came off the defender, and then you see Ronaldo able to beat out the defender in order to just nod it home. Funnily enough, I think Aga scored a very similar goal against Marcuso when they played earlier on in the group stage, which was a bit of a strange one. Either way, that was the goal that Pina was looking for. Tied up 3-3 here in the second half. Now, surely it's anyone's.
I'd love to know how many passes built up to that, because as I was saying, he was having to pass it back and forth across the boxes, switching the wings non-stop just to avoid Marcuso's pressure. Marcuso, though, is he going to get instant reply? No. Well cut out by Pina's defence, but it's not cleared yet. Back into the hands of Hullet. Goes to R9. And there's a big Marcelo, the Brazilian on Brazilian. And it's going to be in the end, rash clearance, but it just clears the lines. It's still Marcuso on the attack.
Space for Vieira. There is R9. It's taken a deflection there off Ferdinand, I believe. Our corner will be played short quickly as well from Marcuso. Jordi Alba will have to pass this off. And where does Hullet go? Looking for those lethal balls in the middle. Neymar making a run into an offside position though, so can't play him on just yet. There was Marcuso, just recycling, waiting for everyone to get back in position. So he tries to find a hole in Pina's defence, and quite frankly, he's not finding them just yet.
And it's very interesting, if you were to look at the whole passage of play there, look at Stefano Pina. He's actually just been controlling Hullet mainly in and around the edge of the D. He's not been using the players up front, using the pressure of the AI to try and push forward and keep on him. He's still keeping a hold of Hullet in the middle because he's looking for that through ball. Doesn't want R9 to get a hold of it. Has to go and pressure R9 now. Finds the space, gets the shot away, but quickly blocked out. And then you see Pina's working it out there. Look, obviously keep your eyes on the tag, exactly what player they're running. Pina doing a great defensive job there when there was a lot of pressure on him.
A lot of pressure, but if you can keep those holes closed, then it doesn't leave you with much option. Now, Pina, we'll see what he can do in what will be a very similar position, of course. He both plays with Hullet, the man that really is always, almost always at least, leading that charge on the edge of the box. Looking for the strike into Ronaldo. He's passed it off to Neymar. He's a little bit wide here, so we'll have to lay it back. But again, back into the same scenario. This time, has he found it? There's a turn, there's the shot. De Gea, though, will push it wide for a corner.
Thought he got the chance. Henry on his left. Now he's got a corner, though. Can he swing one in? Look at CR7. He's in the edge there, looking towards to go for the flick on. Oh, big save from De Gea. Keeps it clear, but it's not out yet. And it's back in the hands of De Gea. Oh, a tight one from Stefano Pina. He's come close on corners in the first match with Ruud Hullet's bullet. This time CR7 trying to get the flick on, but it can't break that deadlock. It remains 3 apiece with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, Marcuso can be very thankful that his De Gea is having a good game today over both legs. Made some crucial saves for him. Now the Dane, who've been leading up until an equaliser just a few minutes ago from Pina, will now try and regain it. 9 minutes until we hit a possible extra time scenario in this second leg, in our second semi-final.
Ball comes across, Jordi Alba down the line, gets it into Neymar. It's Marcuso in the red on the attack. With just a couple of moments remaining here of regulation time. Extra time will follow. That's a big chance. CR7, oh, the big save. The deflection not there. And it's cool as you like with the clearance for Stefano Pina.
Playing it around the back as though that was never a danger. And again, it's the keepers coming up big. Surely going to send us towards extra time with this one. 86 minutes passed back and forth, wing to wing. The problem here for Pina is, do you risk pushing forward, losing the ball, conceding in a last-minute scenario where you literally can't get back into the game just time-wise? Or do you say, look, I'm going to try and hold on to this, I'll take extra time. If I then concede, obviously I have more time to get back in.
Well, he keeps switching it, and he's trying to find that pass to either Hullet or Vieira, but it's just not there. There's so much pressure from Marcuso's player. Finally, had to do a sidestep, effectively, to get it to Vieira and find the hole. Now, can he get one in the dying seconds here? Thierry Henry goes out wide. Neymar finds R9, looks to shuffle it, gets it to CR7. Oh, and it's just in the end. The whistle blown, couldn't get it past the defenders. We're going to extra time, Joe.
Into extra time. Great to watch, no doubt, and I'm sure a horror to play in. The looming idea of a penalty shootout for a spot in the finals. I can tell you, shots on goal 9-7, on target 7-7. Possession was almost 50-50. Just shows you how close these two players are in terms of skill.
Yeah, so 3-3 on aggregate, 2-1 in the first game to Marcuso, 2-1 in the second game to Stefano Pina. This is why we have games over 2 legs. It gives them the home and away fixture. And now, of course, we are going on to extra time. 30 minutes of time to be played, 15 minutes each half, just like in real life. And then we'll end up at the penalties, and nobody wants to be going through to the finals on penalties.
You'll take it, though, if you're the winner. That's for sure. A couple of little changes. Both players bringing on Son on that left wing. Mbappe also added into the game for Pina, and Suarez also brought on for Marcuso. So here we go then, the final stretch of this semi-final. Who will it be?
Well, Stefano Pina scored the most goals coming into this in the PlayStation bracket to make himself in this situation. There's a big chance here. Henry bursting through the middle, goes back to R9, CR7, shot blocked, doesn't get it away though. Keeper should have it, he does. Marcuso will just keep a hold of that for a moment and try and settle things down in his defence.
Yeah, good throw out there. Space, there's a man making a run there. He does go for a fairly deep long ball. Ronaldo, oh, going to muscle his way through. Surely will pull it back. It's Suarez. He's blocked though. And that is a corner for Marcuso.
Pass just went a little too far. Big ball flying left and right. It's Marcuso that's kept the ball, Joe. Vieira has to recycle it, but Marcuso now putting his own pressure on.
Could have been a super sub from Suarez there. It only just brought him on for extra time. Just one defender in the way. Marcuso with the early pressure. I have to say, Pina, for a man who's not experienced a big stage atmosphere like this, playing extremely well under pressure. Here's Hullet. And Vieira on the edge of the box again, looking for the pass, where Suarez can make a turn and let one fly. Not too much time left here in this first half of extra time. But here is the move. Suarez. There it is, Ronaldo. Can he get the turn on? He does shoot! Oh, it's in the post, cleared away by Pina. How is he holding on?
Wow. Marcuso's been through extra time already in his quarter-final matchup. He's been to the edge and back. Now, it is going to be just 15 minutes remaining. Big chance for Marcuso off the post there. Was that the one he needed to score? Still 10 shots to Stefano Pina, 9 for Marcuso. Very, very close between the two players. Staying with the formation, 4-2-2-2. Bit of changes coming out from Stefano Pina here. Messi going out on the wing, Son being pushed forward, and Mbappe now out on that right position as well.
Yep, other than that, they're going to stay with it. As I mentioned earlier on, do you risk changing formation and collapsing possibly, or do you think, okay, we're both literally playing almost a mirrored game here. This is really about the best player winning rather than that tactical advantage and facing each other head on. 15 minutes in game. Will someone snatch this, or is there going to be the painful exit in a semi-final for someone on penalties?
Oh, this is so tight. You don't want it to go to penalties. We've already seen one penalty in the first half. We saw how tragic they can be. Kissing left, right, Ronaldo. Marcuso in the reds, continuing to push him forward here. Trying to get something from the start. There's 10 minutes now. Tick down on the clock in the top left-hand corner. That's all that remains of the match as Hullet tries to drive through the middle, finds space, gets it to R9, and a big tackle comes in. And Pina clears his lines.
And that was very much last second. You already saw the leg was swinging to shoot there. And now there's a breakthrough, though, on the other side. Son, where does he go from here? Holds it up in the middle, and he scored! It's Messi for Pina in the second half of extra time. Is that enough to set him up with a grand final showdown against MS Sassari?
Oh, what an absolute beautiful goal there. Everybody else in the world would have just snatched at that chance, but he waits, he stops, he pulls it back and crosses it in for the header. The simple, little beautiful details that you see from these top-level players that, well, just about the other 20 million that applied to be in this position would love to be able to do.
Absolutely, a switch for Stefano Pina as well in terms of formation now. He's going to sit back into 4-2-3-1 and hope that he can hold on. You can see Marcuso looking a little bit flustered, as you certainly would in this scenario. Pressing and aggression going to be pumped up. He knows it's now or never.
Stefano Pina has been unbeaten. The only man to be unbeaten still in this tournament, and now holds the lead, 4-3 over Marcuso, representing Manchester City and Denmark here in the FIFA eWorld Finals. The semi-final placement, MS Sassari sits and waits for his opponent, an expert not only on the Xbox but also on the PlayStation. He's played both consoles. He's going to be a very experienced opponent for whoever can reach him. But Joe, we have just 8 minutes remaining in this game of extra time for Marcuso to get a goal.
Stefano's been ready for a while here. It's Marcuso who was taking his time, making the changes, just gathering his thoughts. Another shake of the head, but he's got to put this goal behind him now. Just a few minutes in game to grab an equaliser.
Wonderful goal from Stefano Pina. He's had so many chances, blocked, defended, gone for corners, bounced off the woodwork. Now has he just done enough? 6 minutes, tick down, quicker and quicker. Marcuso needs to work it through. Maldini forward, gets it to Jordi Alba, now to Vieira, back into Suarez. Alba looks for space, has to go back to Vieira, tries to find a ball through, finds the space. Ronaldo can't get past the defenders, looking to cross it in. No, cleared. Stefano Pina lives to breathe. There's just 4 minutes now remain.
And has possession critically here. A couple of minutes left. Can he hold on to this one? can't afford to make a mistake on the passes. He's going to send it up the wing. There's a lot of space to be had here for Son, who will march all the way to the byline, but he's tackled. Loses possession. This now is surely the last chance for Marcuso to get back into this game.
He doesn't have the players. Suarez, that's a possible offside. It's close. Son, oh, he is offside. He's offside. Not given. And that may well just be it. Stefano Pina could well be your grand finalist here. The seconds tick down. He's still got the ball. Son will play it forward. He's just going to keep the possession. And it is it. Stefano Pina from Belgium will go through to the finals against MS Dasari as he takes it 4-3 in extra time.
And heartbreak there for Marcuso. He's done so well throughout this game, but let's give Pina his credits here. He had so many chances, and finally, in the second half of extra time, he makes it count. Very, very patient play. The little chip up to a free man in the middle. And what a story this man has had, unbeaten up until this point.
And it's a test of his resilience because he was 2-0 down. He had a penalty, he missed the penalty, so many chances. Let's have a look at some of those goals from this game, because Stefano Pina, he really was tested all the way through, but it just shows how strong he is. This, Marcuso going 3-1 up. After that penalty miss, did manage to scrape one back in the first half, but then when you saw that go and you think, oh my word, Marcuso, he's looking unbeatable.
Yeah, carbon copy almost of the 1-0 that put him in the first leg in the lead. This time was Neymar. Pina, of course, pushed this one out and scored a very similar goal himself with Ronaldo to bring himself right back in the game. And as I mentioned at the start of this one, press conference yesterday, he said he had no pressure. And boy, did he play like it.
That's it. I mean, he's had his headset off the whole time. He's unfortunately had to listen to our voices the whole time. And, you know, I hate to think we had pressure. That goal, a little lucky, I think it's safe to say. That was what tied things up all square. And then you can see it was header, corner, big saves, left, right, centre. It was always Stefano Pina really piling the pressure on. Had the 11 shots in the game in the end. Marcuso had a plenty himself. You can see this one, quick last-minute block there from Sergio Ramos, which forced it out for a corner. Marcuso definitely had his chances. He had 9 shots in this game as well. There's R9, oh, just off the post. That, the big chance that may well have cost him.
Yeah, that one off the post was a real big one for Marcuso. And then 112 minutes in, look at the patience that he's had there. Little drag back, chip up from Son, and a header into basically an open net from Messi. And well, what a game that was. All the way through, we thought we were maybe heading into penalties, but Pina, well, he snatched it in the last minute.
MS Dasari takes the Xbox finals 8-3, and Stefano Pina once again takes it 4-3, and that sets us up for a really juicy grand finals. It is, of course, going to be MS Dasari from the Xbox versus Stefano Pina from the PlayStation.
Thank you guys. Stefano Pina is here with us, the last player to pick his place in the grand final. What a couple of games and extra time as well. Congratulations. How are you feeling?
I feel amazing. It's crazy. It's my biggest tournament I played, and I'm at the grand final, so yeah, it's incredible.
You lost the opening leg, and then you managed to turn the tables and beat him. How difficult an opponent was he?
Yeah, he was definitely the difficult opponent of the tournament. So yeah, credits to Marcuso because he played really good.
Still undefeated for you. That's amazing.
Yes, it's crazy. I don't know what to say.
Look at yourself there. That's when you won it. Just tell us, sum up the emotions, because it was a difficult way of qualifying, having to go all the way through to extra time. But what did it mean to you?
Yeah, it means everything. So yeah, I hope I win this. But against Dasari, it's going to be a difficult game.
Yeah. Okay, let's hear from the loser, the person that you beat, Marcuso. He's with Chuboy now.
Thank you, Laura. Now, Marcuso, that was a tough match for you, definitely. I mean, you started out very strong. Both of you are matching each other's formation with the 4-2-2 now. What happened in the second match? What do you think changed after that?
I don't really know. Right now, I'm just very sad. I was leading with 2 goals in the second game, and somehow he got back. And yeah, it went to extra time, and I would say I had the biggest chances in the extra time, and I missed 2, I would say 100% chances. So yeah, right now I'm just very disappointed.
Now, what was going through your mind when you went to extra time? I know that's a very challenging part of any FIFA game. I mean, what kind of strategy did you decide to go with?
Well, I knew it just was the war about having the ball, because it's only 30 minutes. So yeah, I just tried to keep the ball, and I got some good chances, especially the one in the 105th minute, where I had the post. So yeah, but overall it's just a mental aspect game, and yeah, he won.
So there you go. Marcus unfortunately was not able to move on to the next round, but I know that he made Man City and Denmark fans proud. So big thank you to Marcus for joining us, and commiserations.
Absolutely, thank you, Chuboy. Let's have a little look then. A round of applause there for Marcuso. He had a brilliant competition and a sad way to lose it, especially in extra time like that. But let's have a little look at the draw and just confirmation that MS Desari and Stefano Pina are the 2 players, Spencer, that are making our grand final. Both excellent players. They've been so brilliant throughout the whole competition.
Certainly, yeah. MS Desari was one of the original favourites before the tournament. He's done well to kind of live up to that hype and get to the final, whereas Stefano Pina, surely now people will start taking him seriously. I'm pretty sure most people would say Desari is still the favourite, which seems unfathomable when you consider Pina hasn't dropped a game in this whole tournament. He's the only person that can say that. But I still believe he'll be the underdog going into this game. But I think he doesn't mind it.
No.
I don't think he minds being the underdog. He was the underdog there, came through, probably was the better player in both legs, I'd say.
Yeah.
It was a close one, of course. Marcuso was the only player to have to go to extra time in the whole tournament. He did it twice.
It's a real mixture, really, of experience and non-experience when you look at Stefano Pina being relatively new to the scene.
Yeah, Desari's probably been around a little bit longer, certainly had higher profile victories at other tournaments. But I think right now it's its own sort of independent tournament. Pina is playing so well. It's all about that transition from PlayStation to Xbox. Can he handle it?
All right, we'll soon find out, because the winner gets their hands on this and $250,000. Make sure you join us, because the grand final starts at 6 o'clock. That's London time. But for now, from us, it's goodbye, and we'll see you later.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Hey, testing,
Test,
testing.
test,
1,
test,
2, 3.
We should go out as a boy band.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
This is how we do it.
We can hear. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Potato, FIFA 19.
So it'll go next to 2 on the sofa, 2, 3, 4. So if you went.
Test 2, 3. Hello, testing. My man. Testing 1, 2, 3. PK sucks.
What's your name?
Edwin Castro.
Edwin.
Castro. Castro.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Zway. Zway back.
Sway back on 3.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, testing, testing.
Betson. Betson. Yeah, Betson. Yeah. Sorry.
Say a few words, mate.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Because the director hasn't seen him before, so just don't slide him in. Just be very obvious about it.
Give me a shower.
Take a small piece of it's like this and like that and like this. It's like that and like this and like that.
I don't know. Sorry, I'm a cheat.
And like this and it's like this and like that and like this and it's like that and like this and like that and it's like this and like that and like this and Drake creep to the mic like a fan. Creeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. Now it's time for me. On the seat, but you never been on a ride like this before. With a producer who can rap and control the maestro. At the same time, with the dope rhyme that I kick, you know and I know I force
out very soon. I'm going to take a look at it today. I brought some friends with me, though, to try the new kickoff in FIFA 19. You might know these guys. First of all, we got Castro, biggest FIFA streamer on Earth, and probably the best mustache.
Hey, thank you, Shootboy. Appreciate that a lot, man. Very excited. I mean, Bateson's here, Swayback's here. We're going to be playing a little bit, so I'm excited.
All right, we got Swayback.
How's it going, guys?
Probably the best FIFA intros on YouTube history, I would say. I think, you know.
I try to make you proud.
How long do you think you spent on the intro?
It depends. Anywhere between an hour, 2, depends on how crazy it gets. Depends if I'm jumping in a pool or not. So, yeah.
That has happened. That has really happened. And last but not least, the best FIFA pack over I think I've ever seen in my
I'm
life.
not bad. I'm not bad.
FIFA.
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright.
Bates at 87, over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Bates, how you doing?
Yeah, good. Thank you very much.
Oh, great.
Looking forward to this.
Oh, I hope you are too, because FIFA 19 is here. We're going to try out the new kickoff, as we said. And kickoff is, a lot has changed in FIFA 19, and we got some great new features that you can play with your friends in kickoff. So we have, if you can see the screen here, there's a lot of options. If you guys see it, classic match, house rules, Champions League, Cup Final, home and away, and best of series. So a lot of different options to choose from in the new kickoff. And I think we're going to go into house rules. I don't know, Bateson, if you can show us the kind of different house rules we can do. It's pretty fun. So you can do long range where any goals scored in the box count as 1 point, and any long shots, in case you want to use KDB, who's on the screen right there, they count for 2. We have survival, which is very interesting. I think we're going to play a bit of that later in a second. And whenever you score, you lose a player from your team. So who knows how many players you have left there. And then headers and volleys, first to a number, and also no rules. Now we are going to play a game of survival, guys. The teams are me and Castro's way back. And
this
Bates
is going to be
how is this going to go? I mean,
let's go.
This could be pretty interesting. Who are we saying? I mean, Castro, are we going to beat these guys or what?
We're going to, of course, bro. We're not losing this. We're just not going to lose this. Who do you want to beat you?
I would like to be Juventus. Ronaldo just moved to Juventus, so I think that's an easy choice, definitely. Also, I don't know who they're going to be. I think they picked PSG. That's a
really?
bit, I mean, you know, they just want Neymar.
Oh, you know it, yeah.
About to hold his L, boy.
So let's pick those kids, and I think if we go to the next screen, let's hit on Juve. Let's go. And then you can also see some detailed stats. That's a new feature there, detailed stats. Over on the right side, basically, if you can go there. And that actually tracks your stats across your different games. And also, there's going to be, you can sign in and, I guess, attach your profile to your online profile, your PSN ID and Xbox Live. And if you go to another friend's house, you can take those stats. So if Bateson ever comes to Florida and visits Zwayback, he can remind him that he beat him like 5 or 6-0 or
other way around.
Other way around. Okay, definitely other way around. So a lot of great new features coming in the new kickoff mode for FIFA 19. So I think we're gonna get into the game. We can also do, actually, why don't you show them the new advantage settings that we have? I think you can set the advantage settings if you think, you know, maybe you're a lot better than your brother, let's say.
Oh, there
it is. There you go. So let's say, you know, you're playing with somebody who's maybe not that good at FIFA. You can give him a little advantage. I think Bateson's looking at Zwayback.
We should be getting an advantage now, I reckon. Like, me playing with Zwayback.
What?
Wow. I don't think that's not good team chemistry.
I like winning. I like winning.
That's not good team chemistry, but you could give them a starting score and then, you know, give that person an advantage, maybe 3-goal lead, and see if you can catch up. But I don't think we need that today. Let's get right into the match. And we're gonna play some survival now. This is gonna be pretty intense. Castro,
about to lose.
I'm gonna leave the team management to you. I think we've got the formations down, and let's get into it. All right, we got all the settings in place.
Just so you know, I'm putting Ronaldo up top.
I mean, that's what you would do either way, right?
That's the first thing I'm doing.
All right, we've got into FEWC Stadium now. Let's see. Let's go. What's the formation? What are we going with right now? 4-1-2-2 or what?
I don't know. What do you think?
You want to go narrow?
4-1-2-2 narrow?
Yeah, let's go with narrow so we can play the little 1-2s off each other, maybe get Costa in there.
4-1-2.
Definitely Ronaldo SC.
Ronaldo up top?
Yeah,
Dybala up top? Costa
yeah.
Cam?
That's going to be, how many goals do you think Ronaldo and Dybala are going to get this season together?
I mean, dude. 20? 20 plus?
No, it's got to be more. Ronaldo's going to get 20 on his own.
You think so, man?
Oh, dude, Ronaldo's going to get like at least 30 minutes.
Yeah, you guys are ready?
We're ready to go, dude.
You guys ready to go already?
All right, we'll go.
All right, we got the team there.
Let's do it. Ronaldo up top. Let's get it.
Ronaldo up top.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Good luck. Don't press anything.
Good luck.
I want to see the intro screens.
All right, guys, let's have a good game. Wait, what is this? Oh, new skill
You
games.
better not let me down, bro.
Wait, why are you gonna put that pressure on me before we start? Like, what is that?
I don't lose.
Let's go,
I don't lose either. What's-
Everybody knows I don't lose, right?
All right, so I think I'm the
lose.
yellow. Castor, what color are you?
I am color.
Oh, let's keep going. What color are you?
Blue.
Blue. All right, there you go.
Blue. All right, here we go.
So you're gonna see
we go.
if any of us scores, you're gonna see there's gonna be like a little animation of a player going off. Oh, here we go.
Are you guys ready for this? Check this out.
Cross that.
Get out.
Why are you doing all these skills?
Bro, there was 3 guys on me, bro.
Just cross it in. Ronaldo's there. You can jump over everybody.
You want me to cross it?
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
this
so
guy.
you want me to play sweaty?
Yeah, basically that's what I'm saying.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Look at that teamwork. Send me.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, finish it, Chew.
No.
Oh, what a tackle. Bates.
Gone. Right,
Yeah.
Oh my God. What? There we go. Get back on D.
Oh, get
What are you guys doing? Watch that through ball. Bateson likes to do them sweaty through balls. You already know.
Yeah,
All right, here we go.
Bateson's
Oh, here we go. Where you at, Chew? Where you at? Ronaldo or not? Yo, check this out again. Check this out. Psych.
Nice.
Far post. Oh, what a ball. Chew. Finish it.
Oh,
Nice.
I tried to shoot it.
What is wrong with you?
Dude.
Bro, we could have had 2 goals already.
1-2.
Wow, nice pass. Nice.
Nice D.
Saw you running through.
Okay.
Let's go.
Nice, I like it. You want it? I got you. Oh, you stopped running.
Nice switch.
That's okay.
Nice.
About to be magical, dude.
We got, yeah.
Okay. 50-50 chances. No? I like it.
Let me wide.
Make it. I love it. Let's go.
I got him.
Middle.
I got him.
That's a good ball.
Oh,
It was on red though, bro. If it was on have a shot. Good.
Let's go. Are we dabbing?
I thought I was going to throw another.
Let's go.
Oh, we're actually gonna dab in real life?
Yeah, we're gonna dab in real life.
We're gonna dab when we score. We're gonna dab in real life.
Is that why you don't? All right, so we're gonna see after this that there's gonna be an elimination. So we're gonna see which player we're gonna be sending off. The game is gonna decide.
Oh yeah, that's right. We lose a man now, right?
We're gonna lose a man.
Because we scored, we lose a man.
Oh,
What a finish. How do you feel right now?
I'm like right with him.
Wait, who did it?
Why'd you skip, bro? So if you look at the top left, there's a card with an X. That means we lost the man already. So they have an advantage right now.
I hope they didn't. Okay, they didn't take Ronaldo.
There we go. We lost my tweet. Left center.
Sending him.
That's huge though, man. As long as we don't lose Ronaldo, we're good.
Ronaldo can. Oh.
Can't lose to go. All right, here we go. That's good. Chew.
All right,
Where you want it? Ronaldo? I'm gonna send you, bro. I'm sorry. Here we go. Far post with Dybala.
I got middle.
Ooh, far post. There it is.
Oh, that was so sick! Just tap it once.
Bro, I don't know. It was red.
This guy's trying to type finish a bicycle kick.
Finish.
Oh, he got.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh my God, that would have been so sick.
Right now?
I've never played this game in Final
Are you even playing right now? We should have given you guys an advantage. Jesus.
Oh, here we go.
Get it. You got me right here. Good. I'm going out.
I'm going to go before half. I'm calling it.
That's a beautiful ball right there. Yo, outside. One more. Ronaldo. Cristiano, papa. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Okay, I see you.
These are crazy balls. Nice.
Go.
Shield. I love it. I'm going to blast it out. Good.
Right.
Oy,
Oh, dude,
papa,
look at this gameplay right now.
You want it or not?
Wide, yeah.
No, let's chill. We lost our center mid, remember that.
True.
Nice.
Right.
It doesn't look like it though, does it? Oh, that's a great ball. Send me.
Oh, that's a foul. Finish that.
Oh, I tried to get, a little.
Yo, who made that
cheap.
tackle over there?
Near post. L2, baby.
Oh.
Bro, where's our left center mid, bro?
See, losing Matuidi has been a problem.
Yo, you do realize we're down a man, guys.
Yeah, we're actually down a man.
And we're still dominating.
Honestly,
you guys.
as we picked PSG, I'm just not.
You got to lock that name on, bro.
Basically,
we can't even get the ball to them.
He's making excuses already. Cop is in the chat.
All right, let's go. One on the outside. All right, go.
Wow, you guys got great chemistry. Look at that chemistry. Ooh.
All
right, let's just chill.
Outside. Nice.
Oh. Dude, you would still think that Matuidi is on the pitch.
Right.
Yes.
Oh,
Ronaldo playing some defense, yo.
See,
wow.
Come on, dude, that is so sweaty. Oh, okay. So we'll see that animation.
I hope you lose Mbappe. Or
Please take out Mbappe.
I hope you lose Mbappe
Neymar or Cavani. That would be very lovely.
Come on.
Rabiot?
Don't skip.
Oh, yo, if you score with Mbappe, I think he's got that new celebration. I think you should show people.
We won't score with Mbappe, though. Don't skip.
Do not skip. Do not skip.
To be fair, that was a great ball.
That was all right.
Is that me to me? No,
but
that's
not
me.
got beaten. Dude, Mbappe is unreal.
The connection, it was like Twilight.
Or was that Cavani? Oh, no, it was Mbappe. Oh, no, it was Cavani.
Double header.
What?
Double header. Chesney.
Double header. All right. Please be Neymar. Please be Mbappe. Or Cavani.
Who is it going to be?
Or a center back.
I would actually like a center back. Maybe Marquinhos.
Oh,
taking out Rabiot.
Okay.
That's not too bad.
So we both have a center mid gone, right?
Yeah. That's not too bad.
Not bad at all.
Middle.
Got you.
Oh, halftime. So,
all right, good half, boys. Good half.
We're both down to 10 men in FIFA 19.
You guys are
survival
lucky.
mode.
That was lucky.
We only need one chance.
No, go back.
Go back to the match pack. Let's see.
I mean, look at this.
Wow, really?
That's
One
not
shot
great.
on target.
But it's 100%.
Yeah.
100%, 1-1.
But it's 100%.
All right, let's go at the second half.
Good luck,
Come on,
boys.
mates.
Come on, Chu, we need to score.
Let's do it.
Okay?
Yeah. No. Maybe like two. We're happy with. I'm on the inside.
Oh, nice. Beautiful.
Sandro, what a tackle.
Nice.
Yes.
Come on, Ronaldo, use that pace.
Dude. Brilliant. Go on.
Oh, nice.
I got it. Don't worry. Defense against championships.
Wide.
You want it?
Yeah.
I was going to wait for him to get a little more wide, but... Oi! Send it. Oh, this could be big. It's going to be big. One more.
Sweat.
No!
Nice.
Oh, I should have chipped it.
Get it.
Unlucky.
Mbappe's gone.
Good tackle.
Was he gone?
No, it's like risking it, I think.
Middle.
All right. Sorry, I couldn't go middle. One more.
Middle.
Ooh, one more.
Shoot! Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
He didn't get the shot off. Good.
Oh.
That was there. Right. I'm going to run with Mbappe. You just... Oh, actually, go wide.
Yeah, go wide.
Go wide.
Oh, unlucky. Watch the middle.
And again, to Cavani.
Man, that Matuidi, you could really see.
Oh,
no.
Come on, Bates! Yes! I don't know how I missed that.
Yes.
I don't know how I missed that.
I know.
Forget it, dude. Forget it. Reset.
That's a red.
Get him out of here.
We're supposed to use the goals to
dirty.
eject the players, not the red.
Yeah, right.
It's too soft. That's a bit too soft. All right, we're going to bait him into getting another yellow. All right, who's coming close?
I think he's just blasted out. They're going to read everything. They're actually going to read everything.
Are you guys serious?
That was actually good.
All right, back.
Ready?
Over now. Oh.
Nice.
No.
Oh, he's offside. Ronaldo's offside.
Unlucky.
All right, 62 minutes. Let's get a winner.
Good. 1-2. Oh, that first touch, bro.
We go.
Come on, Dybala.
Oh, nice, deep. Oh. He's going to go one.
He's got none. Ooh. Okay.
Still good. You got Ronaldo up top.
Yeah.
I feel the momentum.
Try to win this header.
Oh,
all right,
dude.
sounds good. Oh, that's good. I'm sending him. One more, that's Ronaldo. That's fine.
Cross.
I was behind.
Far post.
Oh, that's right.
All right, we'll take the corner.
Now, let's see if we can hit it. What does this mean?
Oh, right to Ronaldo.
Come on, Ronaldo.
There it is.
Oh, let's go!
Let's go, baby!
I think he has a new celebration. Oh, no, I wasn't able to get it. But I think Ronaldo has one of those new celebrations that he does. You know that one he does with Marcelo where he does that?
Down one more.
No, you got to run to another player with Ronaldo. I think he does a celebration.
Which one was that?
Poggers in the chat. Look at
Dude,
that.
Ronaldo confirmed still overpowered in FIFA 19. Nothing changes.
This time he's just
Ronaldo.
right?
He'll come up now.
Oh, wait, who got ejected?
Oh, Oh, we didn't see.
Center
right
back.
center back,
Right.
bro.
Play it down. Play
We
it
have
down.
no right
So
back.
do we press pause and make changes? We don't have a right center back.
Can we even make change? Hold on.
Back post.
And they're still not going to score. That's the
Okay.
funny part. They're
Bang
still
it.
not going to score.
Bro, we don't have a center back, bro.
Oh,
Bro, we don't.
Oh, just kick it.
It's not my fault. We should have pressed pause and like just why you get me?
Yo, I told you
I
do
just
the
do it all the
Mbappe.
time.
Do the what?
Do the Mbappe. He's got the...
You would rather do the dab instead of the Mbappe celebration.
When I'm playing my son, I dab on him. It's no special treatment. No special treatment.
Oh, okay, wait. Let's do...
Why you skipping?
Go keep skipping.
Oh, yeah.
It'll tell you up top, though. It'll tell you up top.
All right, who's it going to be?
It'd be our center
Please
back.
be a center. You better lose a center back as well. Yes.
Alves.
Dani
No, right
Alves,
back,
That's
right
fine.
back.
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, Dani Alves.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I see you, Dybala. I see you, Dybala.
Peace.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's a penalty.
Yes.
That's a penalty.
Yes. Yes.
That was a pen. Let's go.
Yeah.
Easy dub. Easy
You were
dub. Easy
sliding, I
dub.
think.
If you miss,
Okay, hold on.
Dude, he's getting a red card, too.
look at that is so dirty. That is unacceptable.
Whatever.
That is unacceptable. Oh, this is YouTube. Switch to Ronaldo. You gotta
Oh,
switch
wait,
to Ronaldo.
is there,
cover it for
whoops. Wait, how do you take that out?
Up on the D-pad. Switch to Ronaldo. Oh baby. Oh baby. Yes!
Let's try it out.
Do the celebration.
Ronaldo, go. No, where's he going? Oh, no, he's just going to go to the corner. Let's go. 3,
Feel good.
2,
Not feel
to
good.
Juventus.
Wow.
Oh, he got played on
Giving
that.
away a lot of dodgy stuff.
Alright, they're
All
down
right.
3-1.
Oh, Dybala.
Oh, Dybala's gone. Curling with
Dybala.
you.
Why do we keep losing our good players, dude?
Oh, we still got Ronaldo. Ronaldo's like 3
I'll take
players,
it.
right?
Bro, we got 8 players?
Yeah, I think we got 8 players now.
Down.
Shield.
All right, I'm going to drop back with Kabir a lot.
Turn.
Got
Hey,
him.
got
Got him.
Oh, how about we do that? Ooh.
Oh, it says the one that just rocks the ball roll, right? Yeah. Don't let him shoot. Don't let him shoot. Yes, shoot boy.
Look at that D. Look at Ronaldo all there by himself.
Bro, look at how the pitch feels, man. It's like we have 3 guys
What are you guys missing?
missing,
5 minutes.
and y'all still can't score. Got him. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
All right, I'm going to support
We need
Ronaldo.
one more chance.
Yo, who's stripping me? There you go.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Oh.
I love that. Come on, Ronaldo, go. 4 minutes left. Shoot. We can't take it out here.
Nice.
Don't bottle.
Behind.
Nice. Oh.
Header back.
Easy.
Nice. Cold-blooded, baby. I love it.
Calm on.
All right, I'm gonna boot it up.
We got time for one more.
Maybe.
There really isn't time for one more, though.
No, you don't.
One more.
That.
No,
I love it.
Yeah,
Oh,
go. Get ready,
No,
quickly, go. Wing down. Are you gonna get it?
50-50 chance.
Go.
I love it.
Yeah.
Play him offside.
Whip it in.
Get it out. Yes. Oh, a foul.
Is that a foul? How is that a foul?
Well, you're stepping on my court, though.
Yeah.
He's trying to cheat.
Oh,
He's trying to cheat.
oh,
He's trying to
dirty
cheat.
tactics.
Back post.
What are you saying? Get it out.
Get that out. How? Come on. Offside. Oh, no.
Yes.
How?
Unlucky. How upset are you?
Never give up. I hope you lose your goalkeeper.
Never, ever.
Hope you lose Cavani.
I hope you lose your goalkeeper. I hope you lose your goalkeeper.
Dude, that
Now
would be...
Don't skip. I want to see who you lose.
Yeah, who
think
do we
we're gonna
lose now?
lose.
Who are we going to lose?
Who'd you lose? You lost that
Wow.
We lost the Bala.
Did it say or not?
No, it's gonna come up.
All right, first of all, actually, no, let's go. We need to set up our team management, I think. So we've lost Matuidi.
Wait, so in extra time, are we still done then? Yeah, we are, right?
Okay, yeah, we need to make some substitutions.
We lost
need to make some
Cavani,
substitutions.
Rabiot, and Alves.
I would say sub out Pjanic and get a better
Let's bring on-
CDM.
do you wanna
Maybe
bring
Sub out
Di
who?
Pjanic because he's out of
All right,
stamina.
let's get Marquisio in
Marquisio.
here.
Marquisio, and then put Barzagli at CDM or Emre
wait,
Can
who else
at
we got?
CDM.
Center mid, and then I'm going to put in.
How crazy was that?
Let's go in.
Barzagli.
I was panicking.
Barzagli,
I don't know who was
And
hitting him and
then,
stuff.
is that it?
Yeah.
We got one more sub. Let's make one more
I'm still a
sub.
little lightheaded, dude.
Renard right here for Costa. And then put Ronaldo up top. Cool.
Now, the question is, if this does end in a tie, do we want to do golden goal or classic?
Golden.
Let's try classic now. All right, I think we're going to do classic.
Wow. I still don't know who'd you guys lose?
Cavani went.
Cavani?
Oh, okay, they have no
That's good.
striker.
No Neymar and Mbappe yet.
Cavani and Alves.
Oh, baby. All right, you guys
let's do it.
definitely got it back.
Let's go classic.
Go classic.
All right, let's get this
All right,
W. Come on.
Yeah, we got 30 minutes. Come on, dude.
What is it, 8v8?
Yeah, 8v8 right now.
Bruh. Nice. Don't. I'm outside.
Oh, go. Regular shot.
No!
Bro, what are you doing?
He bottled it.
Oh my God, Castro.
No, my finger slipped, dude.
Brilliant.
Bro, my finger slipped.
Fates.
Nice.
Get back, Cuadrado.
You're gonna go middle. Go middle. Got support.
Over.
Nice. No.
I'm gonna rip it.
Nice. All right, chill. Because there's no one up.
Compose.
So we got to kind of press with our this side.
Brilliant.
Oh, sorry. I was waiting for that run.
How do I do, bro?
Bro, our
That's
center backs
offside,
are playing
offside.
like strikers right now.
That's
bro.
offside.
This is sick.
Let's go. We still got one-man army Ronaldo.
Okay. Is that Batasaglu playing Cam?
Oh yeah, Barzal he needs to go. Oh, wide.
I got you. Nice. Oh, I like it. You got back.
Middle.
1-2.
Let me get that in. Oh, sorry.
Nice. The counterattacks are going to be insane right now, aren't they?
Hold it.
Yep.
Here we go.
Slow.
Here we go.
Patient.
Got you. I got you. Counterattack right now. Ronaldo outside. I love it. Get in the middle. Oh, that's a good ball. Oh, finish.
Good one, please.
Oh no, he messed it up. Great job,
Oh my man, Ronaldo with the post, bro.
Oh, this is stressful. This is absolutely stressful.
Unlucky.
Yeah,
Unlucky.
Yeah, let's get them.
Oh, nice.
Not like that.
Nice.
Not like that.
That pressure on. Oh, unlucky.
I got middle.
You know what? I'll get on the cross. I'll actually get on the cross. No, not that cross.
Oh, he's bottled it. He's absolutely bottled it.
Di Maria. Hit up Ronaldo. You see Ronaldo?
Yeah, I'm just gonna send to Ronaldo, honestly. That's our best bet. But there's like nobody to support him.
Nice.
Wow,
First touch.
Oh. Say that.
Nice. Okay.
Is that Ronaldo?
Okay. Make it run. There it is. 1-2.
Nice.
Oh.
There it is. Sweat.
Go. One chance.
Yeah.
How did I win that?
He's going to try to move off, of course. I like it.
All right, slow as
Nice.
hell.
Nice.
Stamina. People are running out of stamina.
Bro, they're running so much more than they would if
we
there
got
was...
Ronaldo, though.
All right, I got you. Just 1-2, though. 1-2. I like it.
Over the top.
I'm waiting for this guy to run. I like it.
Oh, finish that. No, Castro!
Yes.
No, dude,
Yes. One chance.
they're so tired, bro. You can't just shoot. They're so just tired. Once. Oh,
One down the wing.
He can't run.
No.
Nice. We can do this. What a ball. Stay in.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Unlucky.
All right, looks like it's going to penalties.
No, it's not. No, it's not. We got this. Send me.
Let's go! Yeah! I'm dabbing. I don't know about you, bro. Let's go. Who is that? Bernadeschi.
I've been retired.
3 times.
What is that?
Let's get it.
Oh, let's go. Oh, okay. Now, Marquisio. Dude, Ultra.
Yo, he was our sub as well, wasn't he?
Ultra D. I'm going to have everybody.
Oh, he did that pass from back.
We did it before.
Yeah. Unlucky, guys.
All right. Good game.
What was it, 4-3?
Yeah, 4-3. So,
Dude, that was crazy. That was actually crazy.
how did you guys enjoy that? What did you think about the new kickoff?
So you don't realize that your players lose so much stamina because they run so much more, and I was holding the sprint button the whole time, so that was fun.
It was good? So wait, what did you think?
No, that was awesome. It's like Battle Royale, but survival.
What do you think about the loss, though?
The last goal?
The loss.
Oh, the loss? It doesn't feel good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna cry myself to sleep about it tonight.
Bateson, how about yourself?
I enjoyed it. It's just a shame that you guys give me his way back. And
Why you give
You caught me
bro,
on
that was you.
one time I have a bad day. That's my one bad day I've ever had.
Why you doing
I don't trust that. I've known you too long.
It's all right, you can be on our team, bro.
All right, so that was the new kickoff in FIFA 19. Lots of great stuff like survival mode, But there's a mode that everybody does want to hear about, and that is FIFA 19 Ultimate Team. So last week, I was able to go to EA Vancouver to check out FUT 19 and see all the new features. We recorded a little video for you. Let's check it out. Yo, how's it going, guys? It's me, Chew Boy. I've been at EA Vancouver where FIFA is made. I've been hanging out with the dev team. They've been showing me all the cool new features. FIFA 19 is just around the corner. You know what that means? FIFA Ultimate Team is nearly here.
Yo, first up the bet is me. Rookie of the year, inspiring MVP. Underrated but anticipating all of the glory. Trials and tribulations brought me to one hell of a story. From childhood struggles to teenage misfits to being on my own, trying to show the world I'm different.
But first, I want to hang out with EA Community Manager Gabriel. You might know him as Zaro, and he's going to help me show you what's coming next. Gabe, what's going on, man? How you doing? Man? Old and new community manager working together?
New Chew, old Chew. No, but seriously now, it's been great to have Chew back in the studio with us. Dev team has been working super hard on FUT 19, and we're going to reveal some of the cool stuff that we have for you today.
So here's what we're going to see. Brand new icons. New Champions League and Europa League items. New ones to watch will be confirmed right here on the video. And last but not least, a brand new way to play FIFA Ultimate Team Online, FUT Division Rivals.
So Chew, we got you all set up. He's gonna play 4 matches to show you how progress works in this mode. And here's 5 things you need to know before we start.
First up, it's the new way to play FUT Online. You compete against players of your level in 1 of 10 skill-based divisions. The competition in Rivals refreshes every week as well. Then you progress against 3 goals, ranking up your weekly rewards, promotion to a higher division, and qualifying for the weekend league. Lastly, there's no more daily knockout tournaments. This is the new way to qualify for FUT Champions. You'll see how it works as we play through some matches.
So Chew, we set you up with a new account here, got the placement matches done, and you're up in Division 3 already.
Ooh.
So let's check out your team, bro.
All right, so this is my team, huh? I've got the United backline there. I got De Gea, Phil Jones, the legend, best defender in the world, in my opinion. Just kidding. And we've got Eric Bailly. We've got the Juventus side on the right, and then a little Brazilian magic on the left. Gabriel is from Brazil and definitely set that up. Now, let's go into Division Rivals. Neymar looking so cool. Okay, so the first thing you need to know about Division Rivals is skill rating. That is what determines what division you are in. You can go right here and see what you need to go up a division or go down a division. And then there's also your weekly score, which determines the rank that you're going to be in each division. So we can see here there's 5 ranks, all the way to rank 1, and that also affects the rewards you get.
Absolutely, and as you can see also, you have different options of rewards. So now we're letting you choose which reward you're gonna take for your wins.
If we back out here, we'll see the qualification process, and we're trying to reach that total, and that gets us into the weekend league once we reach that total.
You get a weekend league token, and you can use it whenever you want. So it's your choice.
It's your choice to play weekend league, whichever weekend you decide.
All right, dude, you know how it works. Have fun. See you in a little bit.
All right. All right, ooh, nice kits. Oh, very nice kits. I'll take this. Okay, let's see what kind of team this guy has. 5 in the back. It's already happening.
It's what we've been waiting for. The kickoff, the game is underway. Wagner!
Oof, nice goal.
Well, they've broken through here with a really good goal.
Oh, nice new overlay there.
Neymar! It's a goal!
Neymar, what a goal from him right there.
Oh, his teammates are all over him because to score on your debut is great news for any player.
Active touch system is pretty cool because you can actually do a lot of flicks with any kind of player on the pitch, but you know, when you have it with someone like Neymar or KDB, I can juggle like that. I think with the high dribbling, high ball control players, it's really effective.
Dybala. Brana. Oh, that's a fantastic goal.
That fake shot, it's like an L1 fake shot that you can use on the wing to fake your opponent. He thinks you're gonna do a fake shot, but you just keep sprinting straight forward. You just breeze past people. I think players with the high dribbling, I think that's gonna be like the new speed boost on the wing if you do that L1 fake shot. All right, so that last match ended 2-2, and I progressed through those weekly goals that I'm trying to achieve in division rivals, which were your qualifying score for the weekend league, skill rating, and weekly score. Now, I noticed in that last match that my opponent was using 5 at the back, which was really annoying. So in my next match, I'm gonna try and figure out how to beat that in case I come up against that again. And game plans is something that's new to FIFA 19. And basically, I can set custom tactics and map them to my D-pad. So you know how on your D-pad you have ultra defensive, defensive, attacking, ultra attacking. I can set different formations, different tactics to those settings. And then during a game, if I just switch my D-pad back and forth, I can decide which formation I want to be in. And I don't have to change my tactics by going to the team management screen and pausing the game. I can do this on the fly. All you have to do is go to custom tactics, and as you can see here, you'll see edit game plans. So let's say I'm playing against 5 at the back and there's only like 10 minutes left. Let's go to ultra attacking, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch formations for ultra attacking to 3-4-2-1 because I have a lot of players coming in on the wing. I have pretty much 4 wingers and 1 attacker. So I think that's gonna overload any 5 of the back defense. I'm gonna pick this, and then I'm also gonna swap players. So I can decide which players go where if I do wanna switch on the fly. So let's say Neymar, let's put Neymar on the wing, Gabriel Jesus at ST, will go KDB at CM, and then I'll put Alexandro coming on the right, and then Dybala on the left with his strong foot. So I can do that, and then I can go to instructions. I can say, Gabriel Jesus, you're gonna go get in behind. Everybody's gonna be set to get in behind because I want them to make those attacking runs. I can also go to my player width if I wanna make the players go wide. That's what is gonna happen when I switch to ultra attacking by using that game plan. All right, so I set up my game plans to figure out how to combat that 5 at the back formation. So I can just switch to that ultra attacking formation, and I should be able to break through that defense. I'm gonna go into my next match. I'm trying to get some more points. Let's see what happens.
So we start with the kickoff. Gabriel Jesus. That is a penalty kick. He scored from the spot.
All right, well, he scored a goal there. Gave away a free penalty. All right, let's see if we can get a goal here. The cool thing, again, about game plans is instead of having to go to the pause menu, I can just switch to a different formation.
And here they are on the attack. Oh, he's away from his marker now. And yes, a goal!
Oh, there you go. We got a goal with Neymar.
It is level. Both sides have scored here now. Slipping it through. Neymar!
Oh, a nice goal again. Neymar is unstoppable in FIFA 19.
We're going to get a corner here. In from De Bruyne. Neymar!
Oh, it's another red one, but I still scored somehow.
Well, it got a bit of help from the inside of the post.
There you go. I did win that match 3-1, so we're going to see how I progress through for division rivals. So we're going to go to that post-match screen. So rank 4, I got a plus 1250 weekly score. My skill rating went up to 2145, and there you go. I'm moving ahead in my division rivals journey. What will happen next? All right, this is the 3rd match of division rivals. I'm just gonna switch to my new settings, my new formation, using the defensive switch on the D-pad.
He's got his shot off now.
Oh, that does not even matter when you have a player like Neymar.
So the first goal, it's 1-0. Cuadrado towards Neymar. Shot on!
Oh, I can't get this time finish. Oh, it's hard to master the time finish, but I feel like when you do get it, it's gonna be sick. So I'm trying to get one of those time finish shots.
Well, the referee has signaled for halftime.
So that's halftime, 1-0 up. We're gonna try some more of the skill moves, more of the active touch system. Let's see if we can get some more stylish goals.
Goes the corner. Neymar!
Oh, that was a time finish header. Again, this man Neymar is unreal at this game. I don't know what else to say about him. He's pretty much scored all the goals in division rivals for me so far. That was a time finish header. And you can see how powerful that was. It went right into the top bins.
The referee brings an end to the game. The final score, 2-0.
All right, another win to add to the division rivals record. So I've reached rank 1 in Division 3, which means I'm gonna get the best rewards for that division. So I'm excited about that. But one of the FUT producers told me that he's gonna give me some extra firepower for my team ahead of my last match of division rivals. Let's see what he's got. Gareth Reeder, always a pleasure.
It's your boy. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good to see you. Well, I know you like your SBCs.
I do.
And I know you like, all the items and campaigns and new design content. So I wanted to give you a sneak peek at some of that stuff today. I also know you're not very good at SBCs.
A bit rude, but sure, yeah.
So we've set up one. This is a UEFA Champions League SBC. We've filled it out for you. So all you have to do is hit submit, and then I'll show you some of the new content we have in the game.
All right, so all I have to do is click submit.
That's all you got to do.
You think I'm capable of doing this?
I think you can do it.
All right, let's do a submit.
Okay, so this is something a little different.
Player pick, what's that?
So this is a new feature for 19.
Uh-huh.
So we want to give people some choice coming out of packs. So it could be SBC rewards, like we're showing here, or you can have the chance of getting one of these in a regular pack.
So you can get a player pick in a regular pack or an SBC reward?
Yes.
Okay, what's gonna be in this? Yo, what? Wait. Oh, these are the this is the Champions League, right? These are the Champions League items?
You can see with these different items this year, we've got all the Champions League branding and that feel. So we're just really excited to bring these to people. Now with player picks, it's a choice of anywhere from 2 to 5, and you get to pick one of those players. So that's where the decision making and the choice comes in for you guys, is you can then go in and see what's going to fit best with your squad. And I know you got some tough rivals matches coming up.
Yeah, I want to pick Rashford. I'm a United supporter. But at the same time, if I'm thinking about playing a game and I want to shut the game down, if I'm in the lead, I got to go N'Golo Kante. He just won the World Cup, so I'm going to go with N'Golo Kante.
It's a good choice. We've got another player pick for you. So you need to pick one of 3, and this is the debut of the first 3 Wants to Watch players for FUT 19.
I hope I'm going to see a player that I really like. Yo, are you kidding me? Ronaldo, the transferred Ronaldo is a confirmed Wants to Watch. Excuse me for a second. Sorry, I had to get that out. But we have Goretzka, Lamar, and of course, Ronaldo for Juventus.
This is my favorite new item design, I think. We've got a bit of that neon feel. Got these kind of arrows pointing up. So again, the Wants to Watch we all know and love, and this is the debut.
So I got to make a choice. It's Goretzka, Lamar, Ronaldo. I think you know what I'm going to pick, right?
I think so.
Let's go with Ronaldo.
All right. But we got one more player pick for you.
How can it get better than Ronaldo? Think about that. Think about that for 1 second. How can that be better?
This will get better.
Okay.
This is the debut of the new icons, as well as the new icon item design. So I want you to open that player pick and see what you got.
Are we talking primes here?
We're talking primes.
Because I only talk primes.
We're talking primes.
Yo, are you kidding me? I mean, part of me, I'm a bit torn because this guy, when he played against United, wasn't a fan of him, but that is one insane prime icon. Gerrard, Lampard, probably the 2 most requested ones. Rivaldo, Eusebio, and the icon that is Johan Cruyff. Oh my goodness, are you serious?
Yep.
It kind of reminds me of the FIFA 14, 15 era.
Yeah, we wanted a bit of that kind of vintage feel, and we're gonna treat all the photos like that so that it really, when you get an icon or when you put that icon into your squad, you really notice it really pops. So we're excited about it.
Now, do I have to pick one?
You have to pick one.
Just one?
Just one.
As much as he was a rival of my team, I have to say that I would pick Stevie G. This is gonna be very weird for me to play with Stevie G, but let's go Stevie G.
All right, let's do it. All right, Chu, I hope you loved seeing the new icons, the new items, the player picks. I'm excited for you to play this Division Rivals game.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, there are tough choices on those icons. I probably should have picked Eusebio. I know the chat's gonna roast me for that, but hey, life goes on, you know? Wow, 2 big screens with FIFA Ultimate Team on them. This is what I like to see. Gabriel, what is going on?
So my man, we got something special for your last match here. As we're the only 2 people playing division rivals right now in the world, I like our chances of matching up. Let's try it?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Last match of division rivals. Good luck.
Here's the kickoff.
Oh, 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 oh.
Oh,
must take the lead here.
Oh, let's go, Quadrado.
Come on, Chu. No, no.
Let's go.
And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here. Neymar, cleverly done.
Oh, Kamani, what are you doing? Kamani, what are you doing? How close was that? Dybala. Oh, did that out? Yes! Quadrado. Are we gonna die? What are we gonna do? I think we should do one of these.
Dude, go easy. Come on, Chu.
Dude, I gotta try the new features, bro.
Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. That was a good goal. That was a good one. Dude, good game.
Good game. Thank you for playing Division Rivals with me. That was my final game in my division for the week. That was amazing.
I'm not even gonna say it was a good game from my part. But Chu, congratulations, man. You did perfect.
All right, so we went through what would have been a week of division rivals, and I'm gonna move ahead and then see what I have in terms of rewards. Thank you, Gabriel, for that match.
Absolutely, man.
Appreciate it. So I'm gonna move forward and see what we do get. I'm supposed to be getting some pretty cool rewards.
I would go with option 1, man.
Apparently option 1 has something that I've not seen before, and they've been keeping it a secret from me the whole day. This is the first FIFA 19 Ultimate Team pack opening, and they say it's something special in this pack. I'm about to find out. I'm ready. I'm hyped. Gabriel, let's do this.
Let's do this, man.
Boom. Oh, yo, let's see you walk out, yo. Icon. CF.
Let's
go! Bro! Are you serious? 92 CF, bro! Let's freaking go. 87 base, 91 shooting, 81 passing, 75 physical. The Real Madrid icon.
Look at that, man.
Bro, love the picture. Amazing. Madridistas are gonna freaking love this. Let's go. 92 Raul. We have. I think that's probably one of the best icon lists to ever enter a new FIFA game, honestly.
Yeah,
I mean, aside from, last year's was amazing, Ronaldinho, R9, but they got Raul, and they got some other crazy players that I'm sure you guys will be waiting to see. But what a nice pack opening. That's the brand new walkout. That's the first ever walkout that we'll ever see in FIFA 19 Ultimate Team. And I mean, they did say that something special was in that, and it was 92 Prime Icon Raul. So there you guys go. That was your first look at FIFA 19 Ultimate Team. We saw some great stuff, including Division Rivals, a brand new way to play FUT online, and new icons, including 92 Prime Icon Raul. Big thank you to the FIFA dev team and EA Vancouver for having me. Gabriel, it was a pleasure.
It was my pleasure, my friend. Can't wait to have you back to have a rematch.
That's true. Guys, I'm sure you're excited to see FIFA 19, because I know I am too. Until then, see you later.
See ya.
So guys, that was it. The first reveal of FIFA 19 Ultimate Team and all the new features. Guys, I'm gonna ask you first, how you liked it. But before that, how does it feel that I got the first icon walkout of FIFA 19? I'm gonna clickbait that. I'm gonna clickbait that hard. No, just kidding. But I mean, Division Rivals, Castro, is that something you think you're gonna, stick your toes in, or are you gonna be more of a weekendly guy?
No, man, of course. That's what we wanted. We wanted something to grind during the week, and that's what they've given us. It's gonna be sick. It's cool because you can choose your certain reward after rewards are out, right?
Yeah.
So you could either go with a certain amount of coins and packs or whatnot. So that's something to look forward to. But yeah, that's exactly what we wanted, and we freaking got it. So let's go.
Now, Zway, that whole, we've got the ELO ranking system and Division Rivals. You can go up depending on how much you win, how much you lose, things like that. Is that something that you think the community would like now?
I think there's a lot of excited people at home right now that are just geeking out over what was just shown. And like Castro said, the ability to play your own leisure throughout the week.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't want to go into foot champs one weekend, you want to grind division rivals, maybe that following weekend you want to do foot champs and try and stack as many rewards as you want. So, like I said, I think there's a lot of really excited people at home right now, and I'm pumped.
Now, Bates, which division are you going to be in?
Oh, Division 1, hands down. First game,
easy
we're
question.
straight in Division 1.
Division 10.
Because, I mean, before you go in, I think we saw in the video, like, you played those 5 matches, and then depending on those 5 matches, like, you get placed. So I think if you, like, smash all those, I don't think you go straight to Division 1, but maybe you're, like, in Division 3. But for you, in terms of, like, YouTube video, stuff like that, do you think that's something people want to watch, like, your progression up and down the ranking system?
I think more on the YouTube side now, you're going to be watching people to learn how the game plays, because a lot of people are excited were excited how FUT Champions was and getting better at the game. But in the midweek, there was nothing really there. You would do DKT, we'd play the 4 games, that was probably you done till the weekend, but now you're going to have to be a consistent player throughout the week and earn good rewards.
And we all know you're a very good FIFA player. So what do you think about the FIFA pros? Like, will they enjoy this? Will this kind of, I guess, you know, people have more options, you know, so Weekend League will kind of be very, very skilled. Do you think they'll enjoy that, like having that separate option for people?
Do they enjoy anything?
No. I think it's something that they will like, especially the new ranking system, but also they'll like the new...
You can play anytime as well.
Yeah.
And you can play anytime. So.
Yeah.
And I think they'll like adding those new icons
to
their team. Now, Cruyff, 94 Cruyff. Rivaldo. Which one do you think you're going to be excited about the most?
I don't know. If Rivaldo has 5-star skills, probably him. Rivaldo.
All right.
I mean, Cruyff, dude. I mean, that's crazy. It's crazy.
And then there's some icons that were revealed on Twitter. We had Makelele, which is kind of troubling. We had Vieira. We had Vieira, of course, last year. But we have Clarence Seedorf. I'm kind of not looking forward to the combination of Vieira, Conte, Makelele in FUT Champs.
With Pogba up top.
With Pogba up top, like the French, I guess, square diamond of doom, you could call it. So would you want to fit Makelele? Out of all those players, who would go into your team first?
Of all the ones that were just announced?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that Eusebio. That's who I'm looking forward to playing with. Nice. I know there's someone back in the States as well that's very much looking forward to playing with that Eusebio card as well.
And of course, I mean, we all saw the primes. Those are the prime icons. Of course, they're going to be the lower rated versions, the babies, I don't know, what do you call the mid-tier ones? I call the lower ones babies, but what do you call them?
The middle one, I think.
The middle, the middle child of
the middle child.
Of the 3. But Bateson, your favorite icon, real quick.
Well, I'm a Liverpool fan, so I've got to choose Stevie G. It's one we've asked for, but I've been around a long time, so I've played with some very high-rated items of him in previous FIFAs. So I'll still get him, but Rivaldo's my man. I've asked for him for a long time, and he's finally appeared in the game.
Nice. I mean, I felt kind of a bit dirty picking Gerrard since I'm a United fan, but I'll be honest, he was an absolute beast when I used him. Very aggressive. I think he had like 85 aggression when I saw him. Stats aren't final, but he was just dominating the midfield, so I think he's probably going to be one of the sought-after icons. And then last but not least, talk about gameplay. We did have the new game plans, being able to switch on the fly now. For you, what are the 2 kind of favorite formations that you're probably going to switch with? Like, let's say this was in FIFA 18 right now. Which 2 formations would you want to switch with on the fly, Bateson?
So that's why I'm more of a 4-1-2-1-2 now, man. Few opponents come up against, causing a lot of trouble. You're going to switch up to maybe the 4-3-2-1. But towards the back end of the game as well, I'm enjoying 3-4-2-1 as well.
Yeah, and I think we do have 5 new formations. I'm not sure about them off the top of my head, but I think it'll be great to switch them in a lot of the head-to-head formations. Now, for you, Zwe, there's no park the bus, there's no ultra attacking. So if you switch to, like, let's say ultra defensive, what would be your formation for ultra defensive if you could choose?
Ultra defensive? Yeah, I'd probably go maybe with a 3-5-2, counter that, and go attacking. But I'm just looking forward to seeing how much more creative we can be with the gameplay and the dynamic tactics. And like Bateson said, I'm more a 4-2-2 guy as well. So it'll be interesting to see if some of what carried over last year comes over to this year's game.
Nice. And Castro, are you going to get exposed if you go ultra attacking? I think you're probably going to go like 3-4-2-1, something crazy like that, and then not be too happy about that on screen. I'm sure the chat's roasting you. But what do you think about game plans?
I mean, it's good. I mean, you can do different. I like how you can switch from the D-pad and go switch your formations, go from there. But 4-1-2-1-2 is probably what I'm going to go with. But you just got to test them all out, see which one feels the best.
So that'll be great to see the new game plans, the new icons, and division rivals when you get your hands on FIFA 19 Ultimate Team. Guys, do not forget that FIFA 19 is almost here. It's coming out September 28th. I'm going to get it day one. I'm sure these guys, I think they kind of have to get it day one if they want to keep doing what they're doing. So there's going to be a lot more FEWC action coming up after this, including the grand final. So you don't want to miss that at all. Stay tuned.